Alright, I think I'm live. I'm gonna pull my camera right here. Um, so we have a very dangerous situation developing right now. First of all, let's check on yeah, Michigan. Michigan's not looking too good right now. What is the closest radar site? This is the closest radar site. So we have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning right now. There is a large and dangerous tornado on the ground that is doing significant damage. Jesus, yeah, that does not look good at all. So we have a PDS tornado warning, and we're gonna get into this in just a moment. I want to see if there's a debris signature. I need to set up my stream real quick, but oh yeah, there's definitely a debris signature with that. That was definitely a big time tornado on the ground. All right. So what is happening here right now is that we are having a pretty dangerous situation. So let's do that real quick. Let's hold on. I'm gonna set up everything. That is a debris ball and a half if I ever seen one. Okay, here we go. So I was kind of late. I apologize for being late, but I was gonna show you the models and stuff, but I don't think we even have time to show the models at this point. There's been tornadoes popping off every second now at this point. There's multiple supercell thunderstorms popping up, but we're gonna focus on this PDS tornado warning because that's our most concerning storm. So we have a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. Observe. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado is located over Colin or 13 miles north of Sturgis, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Damaging tornado, weather spotters confirmed tornado. You're in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. The mobile homes will be destroyed, and considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely, and complete destruction is possible. So that is a particularly dangerous situation, and the people that are in this particularly dangerous situation tornado warning is Sherwood. You already just got hit by it. There was a tornado report right here. Train spotter reported probably a large tornado on the ground. This is heading. If I had to say this is where this is heading outside of the tornado warning box. This is definitely gonna head outside of it. Yeah. But the people that are in the path of this, Tecumseh or Tecumseh, I think that's how you say it. Burlington, and what was this Gerard, Michigan, and Butler, Michigan. Also, Clarendon, Michigan. You are under a. This is Southern Michigan, by the way. You are under a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning, or you're going to be under a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning, and you have a large and dangerous tornado with a pretty decent debris ball right there that is moving to the northeast. So you got to watch that very carefully. You have some tight velocity signatures, as you can see. Tight velocity signatures. It was more intense earlier, but it's definitely still in a pretty intense storm. I think what they're going to do is they're going to extend this tornado warning like that, kind of. They're going to extend that because it's moving that way to the northeast. So that's what I think they're going to do. They're going to extend that. This is south of Marshall. This is Marshall right here. And this is Battle Creek, Michigan. And this is, what is this, Highway 94 and Highway 69 right here. This is going to cross Highway 69, actually. Like I said, it's going to go near Tecumseh. I think that's how you say it. And it's going to probably get close to, you know, Clarendon, Homer, and maybe sooner or later Concord in Michigan. Those are the areas I'm most concerned about right now, the ones that are in the path of the storm. The storm is moving, or the tornado at least, is moving in this general direction. It's moving to the northeast, I'm pretty sure, like that. So you got to watch this carefully. And we have another tornado warning because we have supercells developing down here as well. Today's going to be pretty active. It's going to be more active than what people are going to think, I believe, honestly. It's already been pretty active earlier. Yesterday was extremely active. After I ended the stream, it picked up steam. This thing is also on the ground as well, near Oh boy. We have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning, south of Kalamazoo in Michigan. This is a dangerous situation right now. We probably have a large and dangerous tornado in the southern portions of Kalamazoo. There's actually a camera right here. It's not catching anything, but there's definitely a giant tornado on the ground here. Oh yeah, there we go. Debris signature. This just picked up steam big time. I was going to do my intro, but I don't think I even have time to do intros right now. Oh man, this is a dangerous storm. Look at that debris signature. This is literally in the southeastern part of Kalamazoo, Michigan. This is a pretty decently populated area right here. This is actually a city, I'm pretty sure. It's a city right here, Kalamazoo. And it is moving over a bunch of residential areas right now. Yeah, it's hitting some areas right now. This is a significant tornado on the ground. I don't know what this is. I hope these are not mobile homes that's in the path of this, because it's going to get directly impacted from this storm, I'm pretty sure. A lot of these areas are going to get directly impacted. There's a lot of homes in the path of this. Significant tornado on the ground here. Like I said, this is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Portage, moving east at 35 miles per hour. So we have two very large and dangerous tornadoes on the ground, not too far from each other. We have one that's heading towards Battle Creek, Michigan, and one, or that's south of Kalamazoo, Michigan. And we have another PDS down here near Sherwood, or past Sherwood. Two extremely dangerous supercells. Yeah, PDS. Yeah, there's two PDS tornado warnings from this storm right here and this storm right here. This storm is concerning because it's literally hitting the south part of Kalamazoo, Michigan. That's a pretty populated area. And then next will be Battle Creek, Michigan, which is another, pretty populated area as well. Galesburg, you're in the path of this PDS. Same thing with Climax. Battle Creek, I will prepare now for a very large and dangerous tornado heading in that direction. And Marshall, I wouldn't even, I would just go into your safe spot if you're in those areas. The areas I'm calling out right now. If you live anywhere near Kalamazoo, Michigan, you gotta take shelter immediately. You have to take shelter because this is a dangerous situation. You have two very dangerous tornadoes on the ground. You have this one right here, and you have another one right here. This is not far from the camera either. You can't see much from the camera right now, but this is not far from it. And this is pretty insane because both of these storms are dropping big time tornadoes. This one literally has a debris ball with it, I'm pretty sure. Or it had a debris ball. This one has a debris signature. A very clear debris signature. And this is moving to the northeast. This is heading right towards Galesburg in Michigan. This is east of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Like I said, the south and the east portions of Kalamazoo, Michigan is being impacted by a dangerous tornado right now. This is a large tornado on the ground doing significant damage in the east part of Kalamazoo, Michigan. Look at that inflow right there. That's all inflow. Man, this is a nasty storm right here. Let's check this camera again. I think what's happening with this camera is that you can't see anything. There's a RFD winds right here. But you can't see much from this, honestly. Oh, tornado emergency. We have a tornado emergency now. Tornado emergency. Wow, that is not how I expected this stream to go. Okay, so we gotta take this real serious now. We have a tornado emergency now. This is not good. A confirmed large and destructive tornado was located over Union City, or 10 miles northeast, or northwest, of Coldwater, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. Tornado emergency for Union City, Michigan. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. A deadly tornado is on the ground. Weather spotters confirmed tornado. This is catastrophic damage. Catastrophic damage right here. This is the highest level tornado warning you can get from a tornado warning, if you know what I mean. This is a tornado emergency. This is the highest level rated tornado warning you can ever get. This doesn't get any higher than this. Tornado emergency for Union City. I don't know where Union City's at. I think this is Union City right here. If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, this is Union City. Union City is about to take a direct hit from a giant tornado that is on the ground. This is a large and deadly tornado on the ground moving into Union City right now. This is not good at all. Union City is taking a direct hit, and soon it will be Tekosha as well in Burlington. You are in a path of an extremely violent tornado that is more than likely on the ground doing significant damage in Union City, or it's about to do significant damage into Union City. You got to take shelter immediately. You can't forget about this up here as well. You have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning up here as well. The velocity couplet isn't there like that anymore, but we're still going to watch that because it's literally in Kalamazoo. It's the east part of Kalamazoo. So we're going to take note of that. But we're going to focus on this tornado emergency. Like I said, this is a tornado emergency for Union City. If you're in Union City, Michigan, you need to take shelter immediately right now because there is a large and possibly even violent tornado heading into your area right now. Take shelter immediately. I'm sorry, are you reading? I am reading this, but I'm also focused on the radar as well, because I'm trying to get the word out to people that there is a giant tornado on the ground moving into their area right now. They're probably going to extend, like I said, they're going to extend this tornado warning, or perhaps a tornado emergency for Tecosha, Burlington, and Clarendon in a moment probably. Yeah, this is not good at all. Not good at all. This is a classic supercell thunderstorm. This doesn't really have competition. You can see the classic hook right here, and this is more than likely a huge debris ball right here. Man, this is not good. I don't see debris from this storm yet, but I bet you there is a giant on the ground, and it's in Union City now. So Union City is now being impacted. This is not good. All you can do is really just pray for these people that are being impacted by the storm. Like I said, if you're in Union City, you should take shelter. You should have taken shelter. Yeah, this is not good. Burlington, you're next in line, and Tecumseh. That's how you say it, Tecumseh. You got to take shelter immediately as well. There's a brand new tornado warning. This is a huge PDS tornado warning, actually. Huge PDS tornado warning. So this is a huge, particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. And Tecumseh, you're in this. Clarendon, you're in this. Homer, you're in this. Elkford, Alabine, Marshall, and Marengo. I think that's how you say it. And then now, Battle Creek, Michigan. You're now in a PDS tornado warning. And then down here, we have a tornado emergency. Like I said, a tornado emergency is the highest level rated tornado warning you can ever be in. It doesn't get any higher than this. That means there is a damaging, destructive, large, and possibly even violent tornado on the ground doing significant damage to an area right now. Or it's heading into a very populated area. You might have two. You might have two ongoing tornadoes, actually. Two ongoing tornadoes on the ground right to the west of Tecumseh, which is this is really bad. It's really bad. God, man, I don't. Oh my goodness, these storms are firing up fast. This is not good at all. We have a trail of supercell thunderstorms that are producing significant tornadoes, more than likely. We have a supercell thunderstorm down here. This is heading into Michigan right now. Or this is in north part of Indiana, heading into Michigan right now. And you have another supercell thunderstorm that's a little bit more significant to the north of it, near Coldwater, that could possibly drop a tornado as well. This is south of Coldwater, heading right towards Quincy. So take shelter immediately if you're in Quincy, Coldwater, or Litchfield in Michigan. And then you have a tornado emergency for Butler, Gennard, I think it's Gerard, and Union City, which is Union City's right here. And then next will be Burlington. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is not good at all. Tecumseh, you are probably going to be impacted by a significant... There's probably two tornadoes on the ground right now doing significant damage. Yeah, there might be two of them on the ground. I pray there isn't two of them on the ground. Honestly, I really hope there isn't two on the ground. This is for an hour, by the way, this PDS tornado warning, so it's going to last an hour. This is going to be a long day for Michigan, but it looks of it. These are training supercell thunderstorms. You have a train of them. You have a storm down here, a storm right here, and a huge and dangerous storm right there. And then you have another huge and dangerous storm heading right into Battle Creek, Michigan. We got to get the word out to these people in Michigan. They got to know that this is happening. This is a very dangerous situation, and that there is significant tornadoes happening right now. I'm going to share this. I'm going to share this all over. Make sure you guys share this video to as many people as possible. Let them know that this is happening. This is a dangerous event. Man, I'm gonna share this real quick. Like I said, we have a tornado emergency. If you're now joining in now, we have a tornado emergency for Union City in Michigan, and this is now moving out of the tornado emergency. So this is moving to the northeast near Tecumseh and Clarendon. So if you're in those two areas, take shelter immediately. I called out your town names multiple times. I'm gonna share this on Twitter as well. Michigan, there we go. Okay, I got that said. I'm posting it. I'm posting all the tweets and stuff so I can show you guys or let people know. I'm sharing this with as many people as possible. Like I said, we have a significant tornado on the ground that is doing significant damage. Multiple significant tornadoes actually are doing significant damage. This is not how I expect it to start stream, but tree damage reported in was it Leonis by broadcast media. Tree damage. Okay, we have tree damage over here. Um, like I said, this is a very dangerous situation for Takoncha. You were in a direct path to this tornadic supercell that has a tornado emergency on it currently right now, and it is moving fast. It's moving fast, by the way. Let's jump back up here in this storm near Battle Creek and east of Kalamazoo, Michigan. This could pick back up. This is in Galesburg right now, but this could pick back up easily. This could pick back up in rotation, and this could try to produce another tornado. Like I said, Battle Creek, Michigan is a heavily populated area. Heavily populated area. Not a good situation that you want to be in at all. And you guys are in a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning right now. Yeah, you have a very significant storm moving into your general vicinity. This is heading literally right into Battle Creek, Michigan. I advise Battle Creek, Michigan to take shelter immediately, because this storm can pick up steam really fast. And then let's go back down here with this storm in Tecumseh. This storm in Tecumseh, this looks like a significant tornado on the ground. The rotation is unbelievable on radar right now. This is the rotation. Like I said, we might have 2 ongoing tornadoes on the ground. One might be including, which is the southern one, and this one might just be dropping another giant. And this is literally west of Tecumseh. So, Eckford, you're in the path of this storm. In Clarendon, you're also in the path of this storm as well, or the tornadic circulation that's heading your way. Take shelter immediately if you're in those areas. Man, that is a debris ball and a half right there. If I haven't seen one. Let's check the debris signature. That has to be a debris ball. It's not showing it, but I know that's definitely a debris signature. There's no way there isn't. Man, yeah, the base velocity is showing it as well. This is some tight rotation west of Tecumseh. Let's hope this storm missed Tecumseh and not impact Tecumseh at all. But this is gonna cross Highway 69. So if you're on Highway 69, definitely get off the roads now. Don't even try to go forward, and don't even go into the storm. Don't even go anywhere near a storm if you're in Michigan. Actually, if you're on the highway, you have to get off the highway if you're in Michigan, southern Michigan to be exact, because there's a dangerous line of possible significant tornadoes that is heading basically towards the Detroit metro area. Detroit's right here. These storms. All right, this is Detroit right here, and these are the significant tornadic supercells that are heading into that general vicinity. Yeah, it's heading near Detroit. Like I said, you're not out of the risk. You're definitely in a risk for these storms. I will definitely watch these very closely. But like I said, we have 2 significant ongoing tornadoes that is on the ground doing really bad damage, especially this one down here near Tecumseh in east of Burlington. Take shelter immediately. Like I said, I called out the town names multiple times. Get into an interior room, lowest floor of your house. No mobile homes at all. Mobile homes will be completely destroyed from this. Like a bathroom with no no outside walls, or a basement, a storm shelter, anything. Honestly, just anything that is interior, that is has this like a tight space, like a closet, a bathroom. Like I said, a basement. If you have a basement in your house, take shelter in there. That can save your life. Okay. That could really save your life. And like I said, if you have a storm shelter, definitely get in that as well. But you have a dangerous storm. Multiple dangerous storms, actually. We got to watch all of these. These are marching supercells right now. Okay. So while that's happening, let's check down here in Indiana as well, because we can't forget about Indiana, because there's also storms forming down here. And there are tornado warnings in Indiana, or a tornado warning. This is a tornado warning in Indiana. This is for Fairmount, Farlerton. I think that's how you say it. And Matthews, and a little bit of Jonesboro and Gas City in Indiana. You're in a tornado warning, so seek shelter immediately. This is a radar indicated tornado, so it's not on the ground, but still take shelter because this could drop a tornado at any moment. That's why there's a tornado warning on it. You also have more storms down here forming to the south. You have a supercell, looks like, trying to form in Indianapolis right now. Supercell thunderstorm forming in Indianapolis. And then, what else? What else? You have these storms over here. Like I said, some of these storms are going to try to rotate. Like I said, you got some rotating thunderstorms in some of these areas. This is west of Indianapolis. And this is moving to the east right now. So if you're in Indiana, definitely be, highly weather aware that there are tornadoes possible today. Same thing with Ohio. You're not out of the risk either. This entire western portion of Ohio is at risk for severe weather today. Like I said, I was going to show y'all at the Storm Prediction Center, but I couldn't in time because this crazy stuff just happened in Michigan. So I had to get onto that. But let's check back up here in Michigan because this is where the most significant storms are at. Tornado emergency has been dropped, which is good. There is no longer a tornado emergency. But there's still a significant supercell thunderstorm north of Tecumseh now, east or northeast of Burlington. That's moving to the northeast towards Eckford in Michigan. So definitely get ready for that. Battle Creek, you better get ready for either some strong damaging winds or possibly even a spin-up tornado. Like I said, there's a pretty significant storm. You're under a PDS tornado warning, so take shelter immediately. I don't think there's a tornado on the ground with this at the moment, but I would still take shelter because that can change really fast. Like, these storms can change. So take shelter there. You also have another tornado warning supercell. This is right over Coldwater, actually. The tornadic rotation is right over Coldwater. This is your hook right here. You have your RFD, or rare flank and downdraft, coming in, and you have your inflow coming in from right there. You get counterclockwise rotation in the middle. And that would be your tornado right there if there was one on the ground. Like I said, this is moving basically over Coldwater in Michigan, and it's moving right towards Quincy, Michigan. And Litchfield, you're also in that tornado warning. Butler and Mosherville, that's how you say it, in Jonesville. You guys are in a tornado warning. Take shelter immediately. Then you have another supercell thunderstorm with a pretty decent hail core. It's a pretty small but decent sized hail core with the appendage on it, like a hook signature. And this is right near Fremont in Michigan. Or, sorry, not Michigan. This is Indiana. Sorry. Fremont, Indiana. Yeah, Fremont, Indiana. Going into Michigan, Montgomery, Michigan, Camden, Michigan, and Cambria, Michigan, and into Reading, Michigan. So take shelter immediately if you are in that warning. Let's check the velocity couplets on these. Like I said, you have some rotation. Green's going towards, red's going away. In the middle is counterclockwise rotation. That is moving to the northeast. So watch out for that. Same thing with this cell right here, or supercell, sorry. Not much greens or reds right here, but that can definitely change because these storms are in an environment where it is favorable for significant tornadoes today. So you got to take note of that. Let's go back up here to the Tecumseh storm. This storm, like I said, it has another chance of producing another tornado warning, or not tornado warning, another tornado, sorry. And this is moving to the northeast towards Eckford, Clarendon, Homer, and Albion, I think is how you say it. And close to Marengo too, or Marengo. I don't know how you say that town name, but you know what I'm talking about if you're in Michigan. So take shelter immediately. Like I said, big PDS tornado warning box right here. This is for the entire county, actually, I'm pretty sure. Wow. Definitely unexpected. Definitely unexpected. Hey, how's it been, Messiah? Am I the only one here? I don't think you're the only one here. There's other people watching as well. Yeah, this looks like it's picking back up in rotation. This is not how I wanted to start the stream, honestly. This is not how I wanted to start it. Jeez. Fort Wayne, Indiana, you are having some severe thunderstorms close by you. Be aware of that. and be aware of anything tornadic as well, because like I said, Indiana is in a very favorable environment for significant tornadoes today. Like I said, it's a pretty decently sized enhanced risk right here in this area. But the majority of the tornadoes that happened today so far happened in Michigan, which is not even in the main risk area. This is a 5% area, y'all. This is a 5% area, and a tornado emergency happened in a 5% area. Unreal. That's why you gotta keep all that in mind. Regardless, you have a chance of a tornado. If if you're in a outlook and there's like a slight risk or something, you have a chance of a tornado, and a significant one too. It's always a chance. But yeah, like I said, right now there is there was, or there is currently still happening, a significant outbreak of tornadoes in Michigan, and I think that's going to continue as we as we go on into the evening hours. Right now it's 6:30 p.m. Eastern for me. Um, I don't know if it's 6:30 p.m. Eastern over here. I don't think so. I'm not sure. If not, then it's probably 5:30 p.m. East Central Daylight Time. But yeah, like right now, this is it's a very active event so far that is unfolding. So the rotation right here looked like it possibly died out. Um, we're going to check the models real quick, actually. What's this? Oh, thank you. Uh, but we're gonna check the models real quick. Actually, I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna wait on that. We're gonna wait on that. I don't feel comfortable just because of what just happened. Radar confirmed tornado time estimated. VA radar. Okay. There's a good portion of tornado reports in these areas, and another tornado report literally south of Kalamazoo, Michigan. I think the south part of Kalamazoo, Michigan, just experienced a destructive tornado, possibly. Well, not destructive, damaging, pretty damaging tornado. I want to say it's destructive because I'm not sure. I don't know what the damage looks like right now, but the south part of Kalamazoo definitely experienced some sort of significant tornado of some sort. So we got to keep that in mind. Let's check velocity again. Like I said, Battle Creek, Michigan. I won't be surprised if this thing tries to increase again. Like I said, stay in your safe spot if you're in Battle Creek, Michigan, because there is a tornado warned supercell that is heading into the city as we speak. If not, it already is in the city as we speak. In Battle Creek, Michigan, there's definitely a tornadic rotation in your city right now. So we guys need you to take shelter immediately. That's the entire Battle Creek area. Doesn't matter where you are, north, south, east, west, you are in a tornado warning, a PDS tornado warning to be exact. Yeah, still PDS tornado warning. So there still could be a damaging tornado on the ground doing, damage near Battle Creek. Like I said, take shelter immediately. You also have another tornadic supercell thunderstorm near Clarendon now. This is in Clarendon. And I don't know if it's on the ground, but it's definitely some significant rotation happening right now as we speak. So, you got to take shelter. Eckford, same thing. I take shelter. Homer, and soon to be Albion. Or Albion. Albion. I know I'm butchering these names right now, but that's, I'm trying to get the word out. Y'all know what I'm talking about in Michigan, if you're in Michigan. But yeah. Take shelter immediately if you're on the tornado warnings. We're going to go over all these tornado warnings in a moment because there's still a plethora of them. Still a plethora of these tornado warning storms. You have another one right here that's also trying to do it as well. Like I said, these supercell thunderstorms are still maturing. Like these little ones right here. This one is a pretty matured storm. This one is trying to get itself together, but it's not completely matured. Like I said, you have multiple thunderstorms. There actually was a tornado report from this storm. Tornado near our 200 was just north of US 20. Okay, so there is a tornado on the ground with this. And now it's observed. There is another particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. Okay. So we now have another PDS tornado warning. Another PDS tornado warning. That is unreal. Because I think there's a big damaging tornado on the ground is what I heard. Or what I've seen on... Definitely was a tornado on the ground. I think it was brief. I think it was pretty brief. But there's definitely a PDS. So we have another PDS tornado warning from this storm right here. A particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Emergency management confirmed tornado. A confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located over Fremont, or 8 miles northeast of Angelo, moving northeast at 30 miles per hour. Emergency management reports a tornado is on the ground southwest of Fremont. So emergency management reported that. So that's, that's legit right there. We got legit confirmation that this thing is on the ground, and it's probably a big thing on the ground as well. So we may not see that on radar, but we can definitely, or from the ground POV, from people looking at this, I honestly believe them. I honestly really do believe them. We might have a big tornado about to drop here in a moment, y'all. This might be another big one. Yeah, you see this? You see how it's hooking? It's a donut hole now. There's a literal donut hole. There's now a donut hole, and this is moving right towards Camden and to Montgomery, and then soon Cambria, and close to Reading as well. So if you're in those areas in Michigan, you need to take shelter immediately because you are under a PDS tornado warning. There is more than likely a big damaging tornado about to drop on the ground in a moment here. Like I said, the velocity signatures just increased significantly from the last scan, from what I've seen. I won't be surprised if a debris signature pops up in the next scan near Long Lake, close towards Camden. So we got to take this very seriously. Like I said, we could have a damaging tornado that is about to occur right now. I'm going to wait for the next scan. While we wait for that next scan, let's check back up on these storms over here. They're Clarendon, north of Clarendon. This supercell thunderstorm is having some rotation right here. This is the same storm that produced that tornado emergency. This is also picking up as well. This is heading right towards Albion. All right, so if you're in Albion, you need to take shelter immediately. This is in Michigan, by the way, for those of you that are joining. Albion, Michigan. You are in a direct path of a supercell thunderstorm that could possibly drop a significant tornado at any moment. So you got to keep that in mind. Also, Battle Creek as well. Battle Creek, you have a rotating thunderstorm right here near Springfield and west of Battle Creek. You guys need to stay in your safe place and into an interior room, a bathroom, or a basement, or a closet that is, no outside walls, no windows, no anything, okay? It has to be in the most interior part of your house. If not, you have to be underground in a basement or a storm shelter, okay? Same thing for the rest of these storms as well. But I think this one we might have a big one on the ground. I don't know. This is not looking too good. Like I said, we have a pretty tight rotation right here. This is heading into Montgomery and, the west of Camden in Michigan. I don't see no debris signature just yet still. That might change possibly. I'm still going to watch this, but like I said, we have a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning. We have another tornado warning over here that kind of diminished. I'm not going to lie, this storm kind of diminished, so we don't have to worry about that too often, but still stay in safe plot because you never know. Something could happen at any moment. Let's check on the storm south of Eckford. The storm in Eckford is definitely trying to do it again. There's some tight rotation right there south of Eckford and northwest of Homer. Sorry. This is moving to the northeast towards Albion and Condit in Michigan right here. This is Albion and this is Condit, Michigan right there. And this is Eckford and Homer. So those are the areas I circled. So you got to take shelter immediately. You could have a big time tornado on the ground. Possibly. So I take proper precautions. Don't be in that area. Don't be outside during that event. Same thing with Battle Creek. You could have a tornado possibly heading into your area right as we speak. Take shelter immediately right now. Let's check back on this storm. That's not good. Let me check the CC. It's definitely intensifying. Like I said, we still have a donut hole signature right here from this storm. And Yeah, it's like I said, if you're in Montgomery or Camden, you got to take this seriously. You're under a PDS tornado warning. This is a particularly dangerous situation, is what it stands for, and it looks like it's going to drop something very soon. Like if it hasn't dropped anything yet, it's going to drop something because it's all by itself. There's nothing competing with this storm. This is all by itself. It has all the time it needs to, get itself together and produce a big time tornado. So you got to take this seriously with this storm. Like I said, this is a significant storm, and it has a chance of producing a big time tornado with it. Same thing with this storm up here near Eckford in Michigan. This is in Michigan, by the way. All this is happening in Michigan. Uh, yeah, Eckford, Michigan, right here. There's a tornadic rotation that's moving to the east near Albion, or is moving towards Albion. Like I said, if you're in Albion, take shelter immediately. You could have a big storm or a big tornado heading your way. Hopefully not. Like I said, I don't think this thing is on the ground. Yeah, it's not on the ground, but there is golf ball sized hail with this storm. So this is a radar indicated tornado warning in golf ball sized hail that is probably happening right now in Albion. Like I said, Albion is a pretty populated area, so we got to get the word out to as many people as possible. Send us around on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, anything. Honestly, just get the word out to people. And I'm not trying to say to support the channel or anything, but like liking the stream and like sharing this to people, getting this out to people. Well, like if you like the stream, YouTube will promote it, and it will show more people that needs this information, like that is a need. If you just like the video and stuff, like I said, it takes like a second to like the video. Like I said, I'm not trying to promote myself. I'm trying to get this word out to as many people as possible that this is happening, because I don't think people in Michigan were expecting something like this to happen today. Honestly, this is a pretty scary event so far. I wasn't expecting to start off the stream like this. I didn't think there would be significant tornadoes in Michigan, out of all places. I would have expected storms to form, which are forming right now in Indiana and moving into Ohio. That's where I expected the significant tornadoes, because that's where the enhanced risk is at. This is literally, the enhanced risk is literally not even in where the tornado emergency was. So we got to take note of that. Still a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning for Camden and Montgomery in Michigan. Take shelter now. Still no debris signature, which is good. Tornado warning has been canceled for the storm in Jonesville. That's good news for you guys. But we still have a tornado warning for a big portion of, or not big portion, an entire county of Michigan, actually. Sorry, this is the entire county. An entire county of Michigan is under a tornado warning. Like Marshall, right here, you have Marshall, Battle Creek, Burlington, Tecosha, I think got hit by a tornado possibly. Homer, Clarendon, Eckford, Albion, and Marengo. So those are the towns that I see on my radar that are in a tornado warning as we speak. So if I call out your town name in Michigan, you need to take shelter immediately, because you are more than likely experiencing a severe thunderstorm right now that is capable of producing a tornado. So definitely seek shelter now. This storm near Camden is just definitely trying to increase. This is southern Michigan, by the way. Southern Michigan. But this storm is definitely trying to increase in rotation. It's not a good sign at all. I had to drink some juice real quick. I'm sorry. But you have a pretty dangerous storm. There's more than likely some damage that is being reported right now. No debris signature yet as we speak, which is good. We don't need a debris signature right now. It's not showing a debris signature, which is good. It's still PDS tornado warning though. Like I said, it's still saying a damaging tornado, and weather spotters are confirming this tornado. So definitely still take this seriously, because there could be a large tornado on the ground. We just can't see it on radar right now. Like that can happen. or it's probably currently on the ground right now, and we haven't had an update yet, so it's not gonna. Yeah, it's definitely curving. It's definitely hooking. There's still a donut hole in the storm, so it's still developing pretty fast. Yeah, look at that. This the inflow is increased a lot. The RFD is it's trying, but it's not succeeding right now, which is good. But it's definitely strong rotation with this storm. Actually, if you play this out, yeah, it's definitely a huge increase in the storm. There's probably rapid rotation right now. If there was a like a camera anywhere, there's rapid rotation with the storm that's heading into Cambria or Cambria, sorry, or Cambria. I think that's how you say it. This is south of Reading in Michigan, and this is a little bit northwest of Camden, where this tornadic rotation is at. So definitely take note of that. While that's happening, let's go down further to the south and Indiana and check on these storms because, like I said, we can't leave these storms out because this is literally the main risk area of today with these storms. So we're gonna watch these storms down here. Like I said, we have a tornado warning for Hartford City in Indiana, and this is a pretty decent rotation signature actually near Renner and west of Hartford City in Indiana. Now on the ground, an inch in diameter hail, so quarter-sized hail with this storm, and a possible tornado with it as well. So take shelter immediately if you're in Hartford City, Indiana. Um, you also have a supercell thunderstorm north of Anderson, Indiana. I would definitely, watch out for that storm. There's, nothing happening with this yet. It's not even severe warn, so, I wouldn't worry too much about this. But we're definitely going to watch that storm because it could develop and mature into a supercell thunderstorm. So definitely watch that. You also have supercell thunderstorms down here that are starting to form. You have a pretty scary looking storm right here in Indiana, southeast of Indianapolis. But you have a supercell thunderstorm with a classic hook signature, as you can see right there. Not tornado warn, but severe thunderstorm warn with a, I would assume, a tornado possible tag. I can't see. Oh, there we go. Ping pong ball size sound, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And you're probably experiencing ping pong ball size hail in Franklin, Indiana right now. Like I said, this is the southern, part of Indianapolis basically that is in the severe thunderstorm warning, the southern part. So Indianapolis, you have storms forming all over the place around you right now. So don't let your guard down in those areas. You also have another storm that is also trying to form that classic hook signature. Yeah. Oh my goodness! Look at the hail core right here in this storm. Holy moly! Baseball size hail. Baseball size hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is a destructive storm. Not tornado warning, but this is a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. Baseball sized hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. That is a dangerous storm to the northwest of Fort Wayne, Indiana. Dangerous thunderstorm that is producing some insane hail near, what is this, Green Center in Indiana. Baseball sized hail. That is insane. Wow. So there's a storm with baseball sized hail that's heading towards Avila, I think that's how you say it, Avila, and Kendallville, or Kendallville. I think that's how you say it. But yeah, new severe thunderstorm. Oh my goodness. 3-inch hail. 3-inch hail. This is a VDS severe thunderstorm warning, a very dangerous storm. 3-inch hail in 60-mile-per-hour wind. Imagine hail up to 3 inches, if not a little bit bigger than that, hitting you or hitting your windshield and your cars and stuff. Yeah, y'all, if you're on a highway during this storm, you're going to go through a lot. And not only that, you have 60-mile-per-hour winds as well, which is going to do tree damage more than likely. Like I said, there's a destructive severe thunderstorm warning. And this is heading right into Kendallville. So if you're in Kendallville, get ready now because you have a destructive hailstorm heading your way with the 3-inch hail. So if you have any cars outside or if you're on a highway or anything, you gotta go somewhere under something that won't get damaged significantly because you're more than likely going to get probably one of the worst hailstorms you've seen in a long time, if not ever. So take shelter immediately if you're in that severe thunderstorm warning. This is north of Fort Wayne, Indiana. But yeah, take shelter immediately if you're over there. Let's shift back on these Michigan storms because these Michigan storms are like a problem. Um, let's check on the let's check on that real quick. We're in a little bit of a radar hole. Yeah, we're in a little bit of a radar hole. So, but you can still see there's still rotation. South and west of Cambria, in Michigan. Not a lot of rotation in these storms at all, which is good. These storms like they seem to be dying out. Like I said, they're moving into an environment that's not even favorable for tornadoes right now. Like it's still an environment for tornadoes, but it's not favorable, like extremely favorable. Like further south. You also have another storm that's heading towards Kalamazoo, Michigan. That that could get severe warned. So definitely take note of that. Like I said, I don't know. I know there's. Let me zoom into this. I don't know if that's a picture of what the storm looks like, but if that's the picture, because this might be pointing west. This might be pointing westward. That looks interesting, by the way. I don't know what that is, but if that's pointing westward, then that's pointing over the Great Lakes. Or is that? I forgot what lake that is, but it's pointing to the one of the Great Lakes, and this is what this the storm looks like, and the clouds are moving really fast, as you can see. So that's the Kalamazoo camera. But I'm trying to see what this storm is trying to do. Right now, it's not showing too much rotation in this storm anymore, but there's still definitely rotation in that. So definitely keep that in mind. And oh man, this hailstorm is just getting more and more significant as I look at it. Like I said, 3-inch hail. I haven't seen that in a long time. 3-inch hail. Okay, let's go back down to Indianapolis because these storms down here are looking pretty concerning as well. Yeah, this storm right here, that's all by itself, looking pretty concerning. Same thing with this storm. Like these storms, when you have a storm or a supercell thunderstorm all by itself like that, then you have a tornado threat with it. So you got to keep that in mind. Check. Y'all hear me at all? Why is my volume? Okay, hold on. Okay, okay. I'm gonna have to check that real quick. Microphone's not working right now. Yeah, my microphone is lagging right now. Give me 1 second. About that. All right, I think that fixed it. I hope it fixed it. Yeah, it fixed it. It fixed it. Okay, I'm making sure everything was okay. All right. Um. All right, I think that fixed it. Yeah, that fixed it. It fixed it. There we go. Sorry, I had to check on that. It like lagged out. I'm pretty sure something that happened with the Wi-Fi, but we're good. We're good. We're back in the game. We have a new tornado warning actually. This is for the same storm that I'm concerned about. Um, or I was concerned about. I mean, it's still concerning because there's still rotation right here, but it's not as bad as it was like before. There's no longer, or there's about to be no long. Yeah, wait, is there a PDS? There's still a PDS on the storm. There's still a PDS on the storm, but I don't think it's on the ground anymore because they just extended it and it just says radar indicated. So that's good news. What's not good news is that the east part of Kendallville, yeah, Kendallville is about to literally get slammed by 3-inch hail right now as we speak, or they're getting hit by 3-inch hail right now. Yeah, they're getting literally hammered by 3-inch hail. So we definitely gotta watch that. Let's go back down to Indianapolis because these are where the supercells are forming right now. Like I said, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for this is South Indiana. This is south of Franklin, Indiana. This is producing yeah ping pong ball size hail, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. A severe thunderstorm was located near Franklin, or 18 miles west of Shelbyville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. So yeah, there you have a severe thunderstorm with some damaging winds and maybe ping pong ball sized hail along with it as well. And it, moving towards Shelbyville in Indiana. So take shelter immediately, or not take shelter immediately. Well, actually, yeah, take shelter, just in case, because you don't want to get hit by the hailstones. Take your cars inside the garage. Take anything that's vulnerable to wind or hail, and just take it inside. Don't let it be outside during this, type of severe weather event. Same thing over here with this storm. You can have quarter size hail that could damage stuff, or not. That's not even quarter size. That's golf ball thing. No, ping pong. Yeah, ping pong ball sized hail. Oops, this is Brandon Kopic, the storm chaser, by the way.
Stuck at a red light.
Yeah, they both are producing ping pong ball sized hail. So definitely watch that. This is the south of Indianapolis. So definitely watch out for that. Also have storms that are forming behind these bigger storms that are developing appendages. So we definitely gotta watch those as well. Like I said, this is just the beginning of this enhanced risk. This is only an enhanced risk, by the way, y'all. This is not even a high risk or anything like how it was yesterday. By the way, yesterday, I ended my stream, and I told you guys, don't let your guard down just because I ended the stream or anything like that. That there's no more severe weather. A town called, I think, Barnesdale or Barnersville. I think there was two towns that started with the B. I think it was Barnesdale and Bartlesville. They got significantly impacted by a very large and violent tornado yesterday, and it did some extreme damage into I think it's Barnesdale. So I hope everybody over there, you know, try cleans up and build their life back basically on what this tornado did. It was a devastating tornado, and I hope everybody does good. And I hope the people that got hurt and the people that were killed. From what I heard there was a person killed. I think. I hope I hey, hope goes out to their family, honestly. And I hope things just get better overall, honestly, in that area because that was a devastating storm. Y'all can see I was kind of speechless there because I mean it was. I wish I was live for it, but it was just not good at all. So like I said, hopes to the families that have been impacted by these storms. And like I said, I hope you get through all this because I know it's very chaotic. Let me see. Like I said, I wasn't expecting tornado emergencies today, but yeah, that happened out of the blue. I'm gonna drink a little bit of my hot chocolate here. It is 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern and 6 o'clock p.m. Central Daylight, and we are still in the beginning stages of a potential, outbreak of tornadoes today. It's already been an outbreak up here in Michigan. Southern Michigan was hit pretty hard earlier, an hour ago. I guess you could say an hour ago. These areas is hit pretty hard by significant tornadoes, and it's continuing to be a very hard hit area because now you have a hailstorm with 3-inch hail heading into the Michigan area. This is northeastern Indianapolis, or not Indianapolis, sorry, Indiana. So northeast Indiana is where all this is happening, and southern Michigan as well. The entire southern area of Michigan needs to be alert after what just happened in those areas. They need to be on alert because that was an insane storm that impacted Michigan. Like I said, it was multiple damaging tornadoes, and at one point we did have a tornado emergency, which was not good at all. We have giant severe thunderstorm warnings though, so take shelter if you're in those. Yeah, we gotta watch these storms down here as well. I think they're gonna pick up steam as we go on later into the day. Say like in Ohio, in like the western part of Ohio, I think they're gonna pick up steam. Um, there's nothing too significant happening right now besides this giant hailstorm that's happening in or that hit Kindleville or Kindleville in Indiana. So we're gonna look at the models for a second. We're gonna look at the models. I'm gonna show you what the models look like. So this is the HRRR model, and I am on College of DuPage. But this is the HRRR model, and this is showing the areas that are going to be impacted. Actually, matter of fact, let's find a better area. Um, okay, yeah, no, I want HRRR. How do you? I want to zoom out. Actually, you know what? This will work. So, all right, what we're focusing on right now is that the storms are starting to form in Indiana, and the crazy storms that happen in Michigan. And if you fast forward this, as you can see, there are going to be much. I mean, much. Like look how much in look how much storms just increase or intensify in Kentucky and Tennessee. Watch this. Boom, an hour from now, these storms are going to increase really fast in Kentucky, Tennessee, in southern Ohio near Cincinnati and all that. Then Indiana, these storms are probably going to be tornadic as well in those areas in Indiana. And it's you take this another hour, these start to become potent intense storms, and some of these down here could be called, or they could be discrete supercells that has a chance of producing a couple of tornadoes and a couple of significant tornadoes at that as well. Something that we similarly saw in Michigan not too long ago. And you keep this pushing, like I said, you have a big damaging, possibly broken up line of storms with supercells, embedded supercells in it. Same thing right here. You probably have prefrontal supercells in front of the embedded line or the broken up line. You also have more supercell thunderstorms up here in Michigan that might try to produce tornadoes as well. So this entire area right here needs to be on the lookout today because you have a very real risk of a tornado and a strong tornado or two happening in your area. But you play this out a little bit more. Like I said, it's not. I don't think it's ending. This is probably what. This is 4 hours from now. So this is what 8, 9, 10. This is 11 p.m. So there's still gonna be severe thunderstorms and possibly even supercell thunderstorms. Look at that. Significant damaging winds more than likely, and some very large hail, and possibly even some strong tornadoes along with this line and these prefrontal storms. Look at that. You see how this storm is hooking right here on the model? That's not a good sign. Like I said, these storms, I'm not underestimating these storms. I don't think anybody should underestimate these storms or take these storms lightly just because, it's a step down from what happened yesterday, which I don't think it was a step down at all. These storms are going to be very potent, and they are definitely going to produce tornadoes. We've already seen crazy tornadoes happen today so far, and it happened pretty fast. And this is going to be another nocturnal tornado threat that needs to be watched very carefully. So if you're in, the western part of Ohio, or there's, basically the entire western and central part of Ohio, you need to be on the lookout, like Columbus, points south. You need to be on the lookout for severe weather and possibly even tornadoes at that too. Same thing with the entire state of Indiana, the entire southern portion of Michigan needs to be on the lookout. Detroit, Lansing, all those areas needs to be on the lookout and for significant severe weather. And then you pull this forward, and this is as far out as it can go for right now. But as you can see, these storms, they're gonna intensify and lead on to tomorrow. Actually, I think tomorrow. Let's check on another model. Actually, let's look at another model real quick. Or let's select the. There we go. Yeah, these storms are going to impact the East Coast tomorrow as well. They're not going to be anywhere near as potent as what they were in Ohio and stuff, but they're going to be storms. And then tomorrow I will also definitely be live because we possibly have another tornado outbreak that's going to occur in the in the Illinois and Kentucky area again. Like I said, you have this is back to back. This is a multi-day severe and possibly even tornado outbreak. So we definitely got to keep that in mind. So I'm gonna be live tomorrow, and I'm probably gonna be live on Thursday as well. Because there's definitely there's a risk of severe weather that day as well, and that could upgrade to an enhanced risk as well. Like I said, we don't know too much information about that risk right now, but we know that there is a risk area for the East Coast, and that needs to be watched. But for right now, let's focus on Michigan, Indiana, and Ohio, and at some point, Kentucky. Because, yeah, it's showing a potent, like, supercell threat from what I've seen. Let's zoom back out, actually. Actually, I don't want to go here. I don't want to go to the East Coast. Let's go to the Ohio Valley. I guess this will work. Yeah, this model's not showing too much. I don't know why, but I definitely think that there is. Let me take a sounding of the atmosphere. Yeah, you have that hodograph curve right there, and you have the winds veering as well. It looks like you might have a cap in place, maybe? No, I don't think you have a cap in place, but the winds are varying, and there is a hodograph. There is a hooks a curvature. You have what is that? 2,000 joules per kilogram, 1,600 joules per kilogram in some areas, and the wind shear is 850 miles per winds. Yeah, definitely needs to be watched. Dangerous day. Very dangerous day up ahead. Let me look into this real quick. Let me see. Yeah, I had to take a little, non-talk break because my mouth is watering right now. Not watering, but it's what is this? I don't think I need that anymore. Yeah. But this is the risk area if you guys wanted to see it as well. 10% hatch risk. I thought they were going to put a moderate risk in, like a small moderate risk in this area, but they did not. And yeah, I mean the risk is really there for tornadoes today. Honestly, it's really there. Um, but yeah. Like I said, I was expecting today, to be significant tornadoes, but I didn't think there would be a tornado emergency. That was uncalled for. But yeah, this is tomorrow, and tomorrow is a widespread 10% risk area. This is not a good area, honestly. This, I think there's gonna be a 15% hatch risk for sure. And the hail and damaging winds are definitely going to increase. Like the hail threat is extreme with this. The widespread hail risk and a widespread damaging wind risk, and a very, like I say, a very large 10% hatch risk. I won't be surprised if they put a moderate risk in here. So definitely keep that in mind. And this is day 3. This is the East Coast outlook in these areas. Like I said, huge slight risk. This might get upgraded over here to an enhanced risk. More than likely, like I said, there's going to be an enhanced risk. So definitely got to watch that. But we'll get more into that once we get closer. But for right now, let's look into this. Also, I wonder, can you zoom into this? I also want to take a sounding. I wanted to take a sounding in this environment, but it wasn't letting me. It's whatever. We'll get back to the regular radar. I gotta see what's happening here. We have new tornado warning actually. We have severe thunderstorm warnings over here. Let me check over here. These storms are, they're gonna produce hail and damaging winds, but they're nothing even close to what's happening over here. The storm is forming over here as well. Like I said, it's nothing insane. See. Oh man, yeah. We gotta watch these carefully. Okay, I have this and that. Sorry. We have multiple storms that are rotating like crazy right now. We gotta watch this one very carefully. This thing is rotating like a top right now. It's spinning like a top. This definitely could try to do something momentarily. We also have another storm up here. I think they're gonna tornado warn this storm. They're Moonsey, Monkey. No, it's Moonsey. I'm pretty sure. This is a heavily populated area as well. Wow, look at that. Heavily populated area right here. And you have a possible, rotating wall cloud probably over that town. We have a tornado warning in the southeastern part of Fort Wayne, Indiana. That is interesting. We gotta watch that very carefully because Fort Wayne is a pretty decently sized city. A lot of residential areas in this. The southeastern part of Fort Wayne, Indiana, is now under a tornado warning. So if you're in Fort Wayne, Indiana, seek shelter immediately. You have a tornadic storm that is rotating right now. Sorry, I know I keep coughing. I'm sorry, but oh boy, yeah. And now this hailstorm, it's still 3 inches in diameter. I want to see like pictures of the hail in Kendallville, Kendallville and Garrett and was it Alvilla? I want to see hail pictures, bro, because I know that hail looks insane. Also, this Fort Wayne storm is definitely rotating pretty well. We definitely gotta watch that very carefully. Like I said, the southeastern part of Fort Wayne, Indiana, is under a tornado warning. So places like New Haven, you're under a tornado warning, and Monroeville, you're under a tornado warning, and then Edgerton, I think I say it, you're also under a tornado warning. See each other immediately if you're in the path of the storm. Like I said, is a tornadic supercell thunderstorm with a pretty decent hook. As you can see, it's a pretty decent hook with this storm. And it's all by itself. When you see a storm all by itself like this, there's no competition around it, then you have yourselves a bad one. This is in a pretty favorable environment as well, too. It's a pretty favorable environment for tornadoes, so definitely seek shelter immediately with that, regardless if it's an environment for tornadoes or not. If it's tornado warning, you got to take shelter. Most interior home, no mobile homes. You got to get out of Dodge in mobile homes. Go into like a bathroom with no walls, like that are no outside walls, and go into a bathroom with interior walls, no outside walls, no windows, and a closet as well in the lowest part of the house or the building you're in. Or if you have a basement, go into your basement is the best option. Oh yeah, this Fort Wayne storm is not looking good. We gotta watch this very, very carefully. This storm could definitely try something. We're going to come back to that actually in a moment. I'm going to check on these storms down to the south of it, because there's some storms down to the south of it that could also try. Like, look at that. See that? See how it's hooking? That's a terrible hook. Let me try that again. See how this is hooking like that? That is not a good sign. Like I said, this is another, maturing supercell thunderstorm that is not severe warned yet, but I think that's going to change very soon. It's probably going to get severe warned. Probably something like that. We also have another storm near Shelbyville, and Brandon Kopic is actually on this storm, and I don't blame him.
It is actually quite high.
It's rotating like a top right now. Yeah, look at that. It's rotating pretty well. I won't be surprised if this does tighten up. There will be another, tornado warning on this storm. But let's check back on the Fort Wayne storm, because that's a pretty concerning storm looking right here. Has a pretty decent hook with it. Yeah, we're gonna lock into that Fort Wayne storm. I'm just checking anywhere else in Indiana needs to be watched. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I gotta watch that very carefully. No tornado on the ground, but velocities are increasing. They're definitely increasing. Tell you, man, this might get tornado warned actually. Yeah, this definitely might get tornado warned. There's if it tries enough, it could produce a couplet south of Shelbyville. Whew, sorry. Like I said, I'm still a little sick, so I gotta bear with me here. This might be the most concerning storm right now, actually, because it's the velocity in this thing is increasing. Let me look up something real quick. I wonder if I could look up. Can I look up cameras on my? I think I can look up cameras. I'm looking at Fort Wayne camera. Um, let's see. Yeah, this storm definitely is increasing. We have another new tornado warning. This is freaking for Kalamazoo City again. They were just under a tornado warning like an hour ago. This thing is on the ground. This is another PDS. This is another PDS tornado warning for Kalamazoo. What? There's another PDS. That went right over Portage. This is literally the south side of Kalamazoo. What? It's a PDS tornado warning for Kalamazoo, Michigan again. From this little storm. I mean, don't underestimate the size, but what? That's actually insane. I don't think anything is on the ground with this right now, at least from what I've seen. I'm not sure. There could have been something that hit Kalamazoo or South Kalamazoo near Portage, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It's a lot of storms trying to do it right now, by the way. It's a little scary. This is a pretty scary situation. I'm not gonna lie. It's crazy to me how this is PDS tornado warned. I didn't think it would be a PDS tornado warning for this. Let me fix my camera. On. Oops. I'm gonna fix it real quick. I'm trying to see and fix it real quick. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. think that fixed that. Yeah, that fixed that. There we go. Telling y'all, we gotta watch this storm very carefully. These storms are still trying to develop. I think once we get into eastern Ohio, I think that's when the storms start to really increase, maybe. Because of the lower level wind shear. Actually, let's check the real quick. Like I'm gonna be really quick with this. So we're gonna check this HRR model real quick. I gotta see something real quick. Let's move this over here. So that's the storms. Okay. Like I said, they're going to increase when it gets to Ohio. This is 7 a.m. This is literally around the time I go to school too, is when it hits me. Kind of crazy. Also, another thing I want to check is the, let's check something, the wind shear. I'm going to check the lower level jet stream. Okay, the jet stream does increase. It's going to increase, so these storms are going to, you know, they're going to have a bigger tornado threat as the time goes on. By the looks of it. These storms are definitely going to have a, they're definitely going to have a tornado threat with this, so definitely watch out for that. Like as time goes on, from just looking at the models from that, it looked like there is. Looking on Twitter right now. I'm seeing some damage from that tornado emergency, by the way. That happened earlier in Michigan. Actually, I shouldn't neglect this PDS tornado warning, even though I don't think there's anything on the ground with this one right now. I mean, hey, honestly, I trust the National Weather Service, so if they say it's on the ground, it's on the ground. Oh my goodness, there was something on the ground. No, wait, never mind. Sorry. That was the other storm. That was the other storm that went through Battle Creek. Still though. I gotta stretch real quick, y'all. Oh man. Whew. Already having a stretch. That was a pretty intense first half of the stream. I wasn't expecting, a lot of that to happen that fast. Ooh. Yeah, I gotta stretch real quick. All right. Let's get back into this. Let's go to the this radar. I keep thinking this is a debris ball, but I don't know if this is. Yeah, I don't know if that's a debris ball. I hope it's not, honestly. You'll still have some rotation right here in east of Fort Wayne now. It's definitely trying it, but I don't think it's doing it right now at the moment, which is good. So I'm gonna check the comments to see if anybody comment anything else. No, you're not. What do you mean by no, you're not? Wait, did I say something earlier? Did I ask a question earlier? I don't know if I did. Remind me, chat, if I did ask a question or not. Also, that was looking a little fishy. I'm not even gonna lie. This little area right here. Sometimes you can have tornadoes on radar, right? It can be an invisible hook is what I call it. Sometimes the hook will be literally completely invisible, and the only thing that will be visible is the debris ball. I'm not saying this is a debris ball, but that's what it looked like for a second. I have to check it, but I don't think it's a debris ball. But if y'all know the Andover, Kansas tornado, and if you look that up and look at it on radar, and you can see there is a literal invisible hook, but a debris ball. And when you have stuff like that happen, you're probably getting the most insane photogenic tornado of all time with that type of signature. But like I said, it's not a debris ball. Don't worry, it's not a tornado because the rotation doesn't match up with it. So yeah, it doesn't match up. So we're okay. Brandon got me that site on this. It already would have been tornado warned actually too. He said that 30 minutes ago. What did I say 30 minutes ago? Actually, I don't know if I want to know because I mean that was kind of a while ago. Sorry if I'm sniffing. I gotta blow my nose. Yeah, some of these Twitter posts I'm looking at right now from this tornado is hmm, wow, that is insane. New tornado warning for Battle Creek now. This is still a PDS tornado warning, y'all. There is still a PDS tornado warning for Battle Creek, Michigan. Or now there is a a PDS tornado warning for Battle Creek, Michigan. This actually might be on the ground now. Rotation is tightening up fast. Um, I'm gonna post that actually. I know I'm on my phone a lot. The reason why I'm on my phone is because I'm literally trying to post. Oh, that's what he said. Okay, thank you, PSL. But the reason why I'm on my phone a lot is because I'm trying to relay information. I'm trying to post also on Twitter and stuff. By the way, if you want to follow me on Twitter, is it's Doomsum, and go follow me there on my Twitter. Because I repost all the craziness that happens on there. But like I said, we have a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning for Battle Creek, Michigan, and this actually might be on the ground because yeah, that velocity signature definitely increased quite a bit and is literally heading to the southern portions of Battle Creek, Michigan. So if you live south of Battle Creek, Michigan, I highly advise you to take shelter like right now because first of all, you're under a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning, which is like the third highest level rated tornado warning you can possibly be in. This is the step under a tornado emergency, by the way. So definitely keep that in mind. But oh, it's down. It's definitely down. That's a debris signature right there. So yeah, we have a tornado on the ground west of Battle Creek, Michigan, that is heading into Battle Creek, Michigan as we speak right now. I'm pretty sure that might be debris signature. That might not be a debris signature. I don't know. I don't know. It was all the way up here. The rotation's all the way down here. We're gonna have to wait for another scan to see for ourselves, but by the looks of it, where the rotation is at is where the hook is at. This is the hook right here. This is Battle Creek, Michigan. It's a very populated area. This is South Battle Creek, Michigan, or south of it, the suburb areas. This tornado is heading right into the suburb areas of Battle Creek, Michigan. Let's hope this thing lifts or doesn't do anything when it gets to Battle Creek, and let's just hope it was just a show. You know, a show of no tornado doing damage or anything, just a thunderstorm show, which I'm hoping, honestly, because yeah, okay, it's not a debris signature, not a debris signature. Apologies. I had to, I had to make sure because that looked a little suspicious. But like I said, we probably still have a actual tornado on the ground with this. It's just we probably can't see it through radar because sometimes you can't see all debris signatures on radars. So definitely stay sheltered in Battle Creek because you could be experiencing a large tornado at some point if this is on the ground, which I think it might be on the ground because the velocity couplet is pretty high. Like I said, it's a pretty high velocity couplet, and it's heading right into the south part of Battle Creek. So take shelter if you're in Battle Creek, Michigan. Like I said, you are now again under a particularly dangerous situation. Tornado warning. Another storm. This is the first tornado warning of Ohio, or the day in Ohio, is the storm that was near Fort Wayne, Indiana. It still has some rotation, but it's definitely not as potent as what it was earlier. Excuse me. Sorry. But yeah, if you guys are just tuning in now, we are covering a live severe weather risk. There were a plethora of significant tornadoes earlier, and at one point, and possibly even a violent one that touched down in Michigan, out of all places, which was uncalled for, honestly. I really didn't think Michigan would be in the real impact of these storms, but it really was. Also, we might have another significant tornado, actually, that's ongoing near Battle Creek. Like I said, PDS tornado warning. It's a particularly dangerous situation. Sorry. It's a particularly dangerous situation, tornado warning. And this is, weather spotters. So weather spotters confirm a tornado. So this thing definitely, I think it's definitely on the ground. Yeah, Battle Creek, take shelter, please. Like, if you haven't yet. Like, I've told y'all multiple times to take shelter in Battle Creek, but I definitely recommend taking shelter in Battle Creek. I really think this thing is on the ground. Even though it's not showing any proof of it being on the ground, storm chasers have, proven it's on the ground. Rotation looks like it's proving itself. Honestly, I think this thing is on the ground. I won't be surprised, and it's probably been on the ground since Kalamazoo, Michigan. So it's probably been on the ground for a long time. The supercell thunderstorms are now moving into Ohio. We have a storm right here that has some pretty decent rotation right here. From what I'm looking at, yeah, it looks like some pretty decent rotation. You have another supercell thunderstorm that's forming right here. Like I said, you have multiple storms that are by themselves that has a chance of producing tornadoes. The only thing I wish for is that there was another radar, probably like right here would be a good, yeah, like right in this area would be a good spot for another radar, honestly. Because, yeah, this is a big radar hole. You have a radar right here, a radar right here, and a radar right here. You can't see these storms. You're basically in a radar hole. And these storms are moving due northeast, so you won't be able to see anything until the Cleveland radar, which kind of sucks. Because, I mean, the yellow things right there, they're not really good radars. You can see through those, yeah, but they're not good radars like these ones. Honestly, I would highly, recommend at some point the National Weather Service has money, which I think they have a lot of money. They just put a radar somewhere, please. In dangerous situations like this, possibly, I would recommend putting a radar site somewhere in like the northwestern part of Ohio, because honestly, I the radar holes are not a good thing. That's all I'm trying to say. Radar holes are not a good thing at all. Like I said, the storms are moving into Ohio now, so they're coming into your general vicinity. Cincinnati, you might be able to see thunderstorms to your northwest. Not 100% sure. Like I said, it's still daylight in Ohio and Indiana and all that, but the sun is going down. It's starting to go down. Once that sun starts to go down, the low level jet stream starts to increase. It always does that. So that's something we gotta watch very carefully. I'm gonna check. Yeah, I'm gonna check Twitter again. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna retweet anything that's Holy moly. That Kalamazoo tornado earlier was a monster wedge. Monster wedge tornado, that's what it was earlier. It's a monster wedge tornado. Wow. That was a big time tornado on the ground in Kalamazoo. Not this current storm. Well, there's not a current storm in Kalamazoo anymore, but like, I'm not talking about the supercell. I'm talking about the supercell earlier. Like, it was producing a monster tornado. That was absolutely insane. We have a brand new tornado warning, by the way. This is for the storm I was looking at, actually. Where's that at in Michigan? I think that's, what part of Michigan was that? Hold on. It was showing something from Michigan. That's too far east. That was Detroit. It's like over here somewhere. I'll find it later, but it was a tornado. It was one part of Michigan, and I'm trying to find out which storm that was. That was that was a tornado emergency tornado. That was a big tornado as well. Yeah, Chad, these are some big storms, honestly. Significant damage in Michigan, by the way. Wow, very bad damage in Michigan. Photogenic tornado and a half right there. Very photogenic tornado. Wow. Yeah, some of these storms today, or some of these tornadoes today that I seen were unbelievable. I'm sorry that I wasn't looking at the radar, but I was going, whoa. Increase in velocity right there. Yeah, we're gonna have to set a debris signature? Nah, that can't be. Let me see. I'm gonna let this play out. That actually might be a debris signature, y'all. That might have been a debris signature. I'm not sure. This might have been a tornado on the ground. There's apple-sized hail, by the way. There was apple-sized hail reported. That's absolutely insane. Yeah, that's absolutely insane. There might have been a tornado on the ground with this storm, honestly. Um, that is interesting information. Okay. That is, yeah, these storms are very interesting today. I'm sorry I'm like not locked in at the moment. I'm just looking at just how, like, I'm just looking at this storm specifically and seeing what this thing is doing. It's just, it's so, Like I want to say it was on the ground, but at the same time, I don't think it was. Still have a PDS tornado warning actually up here. Oh wow. So you have some significant velocities with this storm right here. Yeah, look at that. We have a donut hole developing. Or there was a donut hole developing. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about some of these areas right here. So Salina, I think they say Salina in Indiana. No, sorry, Ohio. Salina, Ohio. Coldwater, Ohio. Uh, Carthagena, Ohio. I think that's how you say it. And yeah, I guess you can say those areas because those are the areas that are at the risk of this storm. Take shelter immediately because you have a strong velocity couplet that's heading your way, and that's an indication of a strong rotating wall cloud more than likely, and it's probably trying to produce a tornado. So take shelter immediately if you're over there. Also, this storm is also having another strong velocity couplet, or it has been having a strong velocity couplet. This is the southwest of Paulding in Ohio. So take shelter immediately if you're southwest of Paulding. Then you have a particularly dangerous situation tornado warning up here. It's not PDS anymore. It's radar indicated, but it's a radar indicated tornado warning up here, and it's like I said, still rotation. It's not that much, but it's definitely still rotation. Take shelter immediately over there. And then I think those are only 3 tornado warnings. Yeah. Greenville, watch out for these storms as well, because these storms definitely have the potential of producing tornadoes. There are supercell thunderstorms heading into your general vicinity, so get ready for that. And make sure you bring your stuff inside the house and stuff and all that. All like the stuff that can be damaged from hail, damaging winds, and maybe even a brief spin up tornado if anything happens. So yeah, make sure you bring anything that's vulnerable, like that can break or something, like pets and all that. Like pets can get hurt. You make sure you gotta bring your pets in the house and all that. Okay, for those storms. And that goes for all these storms today. Actually, if you have any type of storm, bring your pets and stuff inside the house. Like anything that can blow away or get damaged by hail or anything like that. And yeah, take shelter in your house. And if you're in a tornado warning currently right now, go into the most interior room, lowest point of your house. A bathroom or a closet is 2 good areas with no windows, and that doesn't have any outside walls either. Or a basement, if you have one. So definitely watch out for that.
That we do, in fact, have a tornado on the ground, just to myself.
Tornado on the ground.
Yeah, we've been looking at truck for people and limits now. And I want to say,
We have a tornado on the ground. Brandon Kopic is on this. We have a tornado on the ground south of Rushville. So there is a tornado on the ground. That's actually oh yeah. This is probably it right here. This is probably the tornado right there. I would think so. Honestly, that's definitely a tornado on the ground. Brandon Kopic definitely has a tornado in his area, or he's on it right now. I think he's gonna report it, and this is definitely gonna get tornado warned. So expect a tornado warning for possibly like I wouldn't say anything like that. Let's make a better box, like kind of like that. I definitely think it's gonna include Connersville, and Blooming Grove, Columbia, Orange, Laurel, and Bath, and Liberty. And this is Indiana, southeastern Indiana, actually. Yeah, southeastern Indiana. There is a tornado on the ground right now. This is just a severe thunderstorm warning, but there's definitely a tornado on the ground. So take shelter immediately if you're in Orange, Columbia, or Laurel in eastern Indiana. Like I said, Storm Chaser Brandon Kopic has a tornado on the ground. You see there's a funnel cloud, and then there was debris kicking up right there. So we're probably going to see these velocity couplers increase if this does, produce a big time tornado, which I think it definitely can produce a big time tornado if it wants to. So definitely keep that in mind. We also have a brand new tornado warning up here to the north. Like I said, this is all moving into Ohio now, so Ohio, you're actually at risk. We have two scary areas of rotation. We have there's definitely a tornado on the ground with this as we speak. Definitely a tornado warning on the ground. If you're in Coldwater or Eratus, I think that's how you say Erastus. I don't know how to say it, that town name, but if you're in those two areas, Coldwater, this is in Ohio. If you're southwest of Salina in Ohio, you need to take shelter immediately. There is a damaging tornado on the ground. This is not confirmed yet, but I'm confirming this because I definitely, that's the 100% a tornado. Look at that velocity coupler. It matches up completely with the debris signature. So you can't see it on, because it's in the radar hole, but you can definitely see that there is a debris signature. And this is debris being lofted up pretty high up in the atmosphere as well. This is a long way from this radar. Like I said, we're in a radar hole, so this is probably a very strong tornado on the ground. If it's lifting up debris that high for me to see. Coldwater, this is heading directly towards you as well. If you're in Coldwater, you need to take shelter immediately because there is a damaging tornado heading your way. It is definitely on the ground and it's definitely doing damage, so take shelter immediately if you're in Coldwater in Ohio. This storm right here, south of Paulding, this is probably going to drop a tornado as well because the velocities are increasing. They just keep increasing. This is just looking more concerning every time I look at it. So this storm definitely has a chance of producing a big-time tornado as well. Let's go down here with our Coldwater storm because our Coldwater storm looking pretty scary. Actually, let's go down to the storm in Indiana. I want to see what's going on with that. That velocity signature might increase. Yeah, this storm might increase in velocities right here in a moment. Like I said, Brandon Kopic is on this right now. And he's wow, yeah. Well, look at that. You have debris right there.
Look at this, guys. Look at this tornado.
Yep, tornado on the ground. So Brandon Kopic has a tornado on the ground. And man, that's a pretty. Look at that funnel cloud. That's the funnel cloud. That's where it's at. This is the debris that's kicking up on the ground, or the dirt that's kicking up on the ground. So yeah, tornado on the ground with that, and Brandon Kopic has it on camera. So yep, there we go. There is the tornado warning. Observed tornado warning. Damaging tornado. So it's on the ground. It's on the ground right now. I don't want to keep Brandon Kopic's stream up too long because I don't want to get copyright strike or anything like that. But Brandon Kopic definitely has a tornado on the ground. Go subscribe to his channel. He's a W storm chaser. I love him a lot. But this storm is going to move into the east, and like I said, this includes Connorsville, Columbia, Laurel, Andersonville, and Blooming Grove. If you're in those areas I just called out, take shelter immediately because you have a damaging tornado that is on the way into that area. Seek shelter now. Yeah, you have some pretty decent velocity signatures right there. So we got to take note of that. Let's go back up to the north. Let's shift back on these storms right here because these storms are definitely trying to produce, tornadoes as well. Or if not, they are producing tornadoes right now. This one right here is definitely producing a, it's observed now. Damaging tornado. Weather spotters confirmed tornado at 7:55 p.m. A tornado was reported 4 miles north of Fort Recovery. So it's been confirmed twice. It's been confirmed twice. And this is 7:55. So this is Eastern. This is 7:55 Eastern. And there was a tornado. And Fort Recovery did report that. So we have 2 tornadoes on the ground currently right now. And we might have another one on the ground as well. This thing is just looking very scary. It looks like it's trying to produce 2, maybe, possibly. There's 2 areas of rotation, it looks like. But there's one main circulation that we're worried about, and that actually might drop the tornado at any moment now. So if you're in Brighton, Hedges, um, Melrose, Oakwood, Fort Brown, and Kennelport in Ohio, take shelter immediately because there is a possible tornado going to touch down there in a moment. So seek shelter immediately. You have a tornado on the ground close to Coldwater. Sorry, Coldwater in Ohio and southwest of Salina. Salina, take shelter as well because you're also in that tornado warning, that confirmed tornado warning. So take shelter. And let's go back down to the Brandon Copic storm. We have another new tornado warning. This is another storm behind it that's also trying to produce a tornado. So we have two side-by-side tornado warnings right now. One of them is confirmed, and that is on the ground. Yeah, there's another observe tag. Confirmed tornado on the ground. This one actually has a pretty decent hook. I'm kind of concerned about this one, east of Shelbyville, because this one actually has a pretty decent hook with this. This could definitely, I think this is going to increase in velocity more than likely as well. These two storms are in an environment where it's very favorable for tornadoes right now, so I'm very concerned about those two areas. We now have a debris signature for this storm that Brandon Copic is on. There's now a debris signature. So we definitely have a tornado on the ground with that. Let's look at Brandon Copic's stream again.
Nice to meet you. We're also seeing significant rotation on the velocity couplet in the middle levels of the atmosphere, that wall cloud.
Yeah, he's I think he's on the news right now, but there's definitely a tornado on the ground with the storm. Like I said, there is a debris signature. This is still a debris signature right there, and this is moving to the east. Like I said, if you're in Columbia, Laurel, Lakeview, Andersonville, Blooming Grove, Pink Hook, and Everton and Alpine, take shelter immediately. And even in Connorsville, I would take shelter because you never know. This thing could change direction and it could come into your area. So, you gotta be in your safe spot. Like I said, it's a pretty serious situation. You have a damaging tornado on the ground in Indiana that's moving close to the Ohio border. So, like I said, take shelter immediately. Then you have another very concerning storm. This is a very concerning storm right now. This is the velocity couplets are increasing significantly on this storm. This could drop a big one actually, just by the looks of it. This one could drop a big one, which is not good. Yeah, wow, look at that hook. Y'all see the hook? Y'all see that signature right there? Yeah. What's good, Y beaming? Or E beaming, sorry. I said Y beaming, E beaming. Yeah, if you live in Moscow, St. Omer, St. Paul, Germantown, Donnyville, Williamstown, and Mulleroy, I think that's how you say it, Milleroy, and Richland, you need to take shelter immediately because you might have a big time tornado about to drop on the ground at any moment now. So you have two concerning areas. You have a concerning area right here that Brandon Copic is on right here. Then you have probably a big tornado that's going to drop here at any moment. I'm waiting for the new velocity update or new scans. Yeah, that's down. All right, we have a significant tornado about to occur now. This is down. This is down, and this one is also down. So we have two tornadoes on the ground, pretty close to each other. Brandon Copic's right here. So he can either go this way towards this storm, or he can drop south and towards that storm where there is a debris ball currently right now. Yeah, there is now a hook, and I think that might be a debris ball forming right now as we speak. We have very tight rotation. Like I said, that's definitely down. We have they're probably going to upgrade this to a confirmed tornado warning in a moment. But we have a pretty big time tornado on the ground in Indiana. So take shelter immediately. I'm gonna come back to the storms in a moment. I want to check on my on this storm up here. I want to check on this Union City storm as well, because that Union City storm looking a little concerning as well. Because it's far away from radar. Yeah, it has some decent. It's tightening up as well. It's decent rotation. It's tightening up. This could produce a tornado without anybody knowing. You should do this as a job. You're really good. Thank you. I seen your comment, by the way, but I'm just trying to fly through this. I'm trying to give the information out to as many people as possible. Oh my goodness, this storm right here. Just stay looking. There's two tornadoes on the ground possibly with this storm near Brighton and Hedges in Ohio. I'm confident that there is some sort of tornadic situation happening in hedges right now in Ohio. I don't know. Like there's definitely a hook, as you can see. There's definitely a hook right here in Brighton, and there possibly could be another hook developing. So there possibly could be dual or twin tornadoes on the ground with this storm. I'm not saying there is, but there's a possibility that could happen. We also have a new tornado warning. Like I said, I called it for east side of Union City. Union City is literally, literally on the border of Ohio and Indiana. So regardless, the Indiana Union City or the Ohio Union City, take shelter immediately. You have a hailstorm and a tornado possibly on its way over there, and it has some pretty decent rotation. So take shelter immediately. Let's go back to these storms in Indiana. Oh boy, this is not good. Like I said, we have two tornadoes side by side on the ground in Indiana. You have greens going towards radar. You have reds and yellows going away. Right in the middle is counterclockwise rotation, and this is where you will find your tornadic rotation as well. If you are in a tornado warning, as I'm talking right now, get into the lowest part of your house or a building. A bathroom or a closet is good with no windows and no outside walls, and get blankets, get your pillows, get your mattress, get something. Like if you have time, get all that and just cover yourself in like a bathtub, or stay next to your toilet, something like that. If you have a bathroom, or if you have a basement, take shelter in your basement. Like take all your belongings and stuff, take everything inside, your pets, your everything you have, and just take shelter. Because yeah, you if there's a tornado warning for your area, look at that. That is a pretty decently sized debris ball right there. Yeah, that's a pretty big debris signature. But as I was saying, yeah, you got to take shelter in those areas, because it could definitely save your life. It saved multiple people's lives actually for taking shelter in your basements or in just an interior room in general. Mobile homes, you cannot be in a mobile home in this situation. Cannot be in a mobile home. And look at that. This is probably a debris ball right here. Yeah, two tornadoes on the ground. But you have a hook, right? You see these hooks? These are hooks. When you see hooks like this, that is an indication of rotation. You have RFD, or rare flanking downdraft, and you have the inflow that goes into the storm, which is that's basically food going into the storm. You can kind of see the mouth right here. This is the mouth of the storm, and I think they just upgraded this tornado warning. Yeah. Observed tornado warning. Damaging tornado in quarter-sized hail. So this is a confirmed tornado was located 9 miles northwest of Greensburg or 12 miles east of Shelbyville, moving east at 35 miles per hour. Hazard damaging tornado in quarter-sized hail. Radar confirmed tornado. Flying debris will be dangerous to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Damage to roofs, windows, and vehicles will occur, and tree damage is likely. So we have a damaging tornado on the ground with that storm. We also have another damaging tornado that's also on the ground. Same thing, quarter-sized hail and damaging tornado. And like I said, Brandon Kopic was on this. I don't know what he's doing now. I think he's waiting for this storm right here. He's dropping this storm, and he's waiting for this one to come through, because I think this one might be a little bit more significant. But this storm is definitely producing, a probably photogenic tornado right now, if I'm not mistaken. This one has a debris signature, but this one doesn't. But I think the reason why is because this is in open farmland and it's not impacting anything, while this one is impacting, buildings and stuff. Like it just went through Mescal. Yeah, Mescal in Indiana. There are houses in the path of this. There are, stuff in this. Milroy, you're also next in this tornadic supercell that is heading your way. So take shelter immediately if you're there. More areas that will be impacted is Richland and Williamstown. So take shelter immediately. I'm in California, so we barely have tornadoes. Only earthquakes. Yeah, I want to say California, you guys barely have tornadoes, but y'all can get them, especially near San Diego. San Diego and what's that city called? Los Angeles. But I'm going to. I was going to go to the bathroom, but I don't think I can go to the bathroom right now because I want to cover these storms and make sure everything settles down. So we're going to go back further up to the north, and we're going to check on these storms. we still have a couple of other tornado warnings as well. Like I said, there's still multiple tornado warnings in a lot of these areas. Yeah, but Greenville, you're in a tornado warning in Ohio, so take shelter immediately if you're in Greenville. Salina, same thing. Yeah, take shelter. It's still observed tornado. It still definitely could be on the ground. I can't see too much from the radar site, but take shelter immediately if you're in Salina. Like I said, you have two areas of debris signatures that I'm looking at right now. Look at Brandon Kopic again.
Oh my gosh, yes. Yep. All right, guys, we're going to reposition here in a second.
Are you planning on re-engaging?
So he's going to reposition, he's saying. So I think he's going to go to the southern storm. He's going to chase the southern storm, which I would do the same, honestly. I think that's reasonable to chase the southern storm. Let me see. Still got two tornado warnings. Both are observed tornado warnings. They both literally happen at the same time, which is also kind of wild. I'm trying to look on Twitter and see if I see anything insane. Like I said, two tornadoes on the ground. I think they're still currently on the ground as well. This one might have lifted, but it definitely could reform. Might be cycling. I'm gonna come back down to these storms in a moment. We're gonna look at these storms up here. So this is still observed. Okay, I think it's slowing down here a little bit. There's still two tornadoes on the ground. But yeah, I don't see any debris signatures anymore. So definitely still take shelter in those areas that are under a tornado warning. Like I said, I want to go over these before I go to the bathroom because I need to go really bad. Columbia, Alpine, Knolltown, and Everton. Take shelter or stay in shelter if you took shelter, which I hope you did. And yeah, just wait it out. You still have 15 minutes of this tornado warning, so 15 minutes of that. Same thing with this storm right here. Near Milroy and Richland, And New Salem, take shelter immediately because, like I said, or stay in your shelter if you are in the shelter, which I hope you guys are in the shelter because this storm definitely could recycle and drop another tornado. Look at that supercell. That is what it looks like heading towards you guys. So take shelter if you were in those tornado warnings right there. I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. I gotta go really badly, so I will be right back. Yeah, I'll be right back, y'all. All right, I'm back. Hold on, let me put my blanket on. All right, let's see what we have popping right now. Says radar indicated, but I'm not gonna say it's on the ground. It's not on the ground, but they definitely could go on the ground again though. I'm gonna get into this in just a second. Let me prop my phone up. Yeah, they're definitely trying to drop another tornado. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to make sure my phone is so I can read my chat. There we go. Definitely still two dangerous supercell thunderstorms moving to the east towards the Ohio and Indiana border. There is a tornado report of tornado with visible soil lofted along Highway 613 west of Oakwood. There is a tornado on the ground with this storm. I expected that, honestly. We've been watching this storm for a while, and this thing was definitely producing dual tornadoes at one point. Yeah, I honestly expected that. I expected it. But yeah, we have a confirmed tornado warning for continental, Ohio. I think is how you say it. North Creek, Ohio. Pleasant Bend, Ohio. New Barvia, Ohio, and Belmar, Ohio, and Leipzig. I hope I'm saying that right. Leipzig in Ohio, and this is a dangerous storm moving towards those areas. Emergency management reported tornado. So there is definitely a tornado on the ground with this, confirmed now. Let's check back on these storms over here. This is St. Mary's. This is also on the ground. Yeah, it's another damaging tornado on the ground near St. Mary's in Ohio. New Knoxville in Ohio. I would honestly watch out in New Knoxville in St. Mary's. Those two areas are the main like threat areas. Not New Knoxville, you're not in the tornado warning, but you're very close to it, and the rotation is actually moving towards your general vicinity. So I would take shelter in Knoxville, regardless if you're in a tornado warning or not. In St. Mary's, you definitely got to take shelter. Yeah, there we go. I called it out. New Knoxville, you're under a tornado warning, and Wapakoneta, I think that's how you say it, Wapakoneta in Ohio. That's a pretty decently sized town. Wapakoneta, Ohio, you are under a tornado warning as well. You have a tornadic supercell that it says it was on the ground, but this one is a radar indicated tornado, so I don't think it's on the ground at the moment, but I think it might be on the ground at the same time because you have some pretty decent rotation right here. We're far from the radar site, so we're looking high up into the atmosphere from like the water droplets and like what it looks like. And if you're getting rotation like this pretty high up in the atmosphere, I have a good feeling that this thing definitely is rotating pretty well close to the surface. But the farther away you are from the radar sites, the higher up the rotation or the atmosphere, or whether like debris and all that is. So, this definitely could try to produce another tornado. So if you're in St. Mary's or New Knoxville, take shelter immediately. And Wapakoneta. I hope I'm saying that right. Also take shelter as well, because this storm is heading in your direction, and it could try to drop a tornado at any moment. We have another storm in Greenville. You're actually experiencing some hail right now, and possibly even a tornado, possibly too, to the northwest of your town. Like I said, you have the greens going towards the radar and the reds going away. In the middle is tornadic rotation. Literally right over Greenville, actually, is where the tornadic rotation will be at. And it's literally right over the town. So if you're not in your shelter, take shelter, which you should be already in shelter. You should heed the warning always. So yeah, take shelter over there, and let's go back to the Indianapolis radar. Indianapolis, the storms are past your area, so you should be okay now. But yeah, southeastern part of Indiana, you're not safe from these storms. Like I said, these storms can pick up steam, like this one right here. This bottom storm, like the top storm is rotating as well, but this bottom storm is getting my attention a lot. It's really getting my attention, cause this thing could definitely try to produce another tornado, and possibly a one bigger than the last. Because you have a lot of rotation in here. It's pretty broad, but there's still a lot of rotation. I think there's a new tornado warning that was just issued. Yeah, I think this is a new tornado warning right here. Pretty sure it was. But you have rotation right here, but there's no debris signature with that, which is good. But you have rotation near west of Liberty in Ohio, and is moving to the east towards Liberty. So if you live in Liberty, not Ohio, sorry, Indiana. If you live in Liberty, Indiana, take shelter immediately if you haven't, because you have a tornadic rotation heading your way. Go to the most interior room of your home or a building, like a bathroom with no windows and that doesn't have any outside walls, or a closet as well, a small area. Like a small area in your house that's like tightly spaced, you can survive a tornado in that. Also, if you have a basement, go into that basement. Take mattresses, blankets, pillows, anything to protect you and cover your head from any, flying debris if this is on the ground. And you should be safe. It saves a lot of people's lives. It saves a lot of people. It really does. If you watch those documentaries of people surviving crazy tornadoes, it's because they took shelter in a bathroom with no windows in an interior room, or a closet, or a basement, or a storm shelter if there is any. So, like I said, highly recommend taking shelter in those areas. Never take shelter in like a garage, or never go anywhere near windows or outside walls ever. Or don't even go to big buildings either, because those are the worst case scenarios right there, or spots right there to go in. But let's go back to this storm near Andersonville, because this storm, Braden Kopic is on this storm actually. His feed is not up, but he's like right on this storm. So like I said, there's still a lot of broad rotation. Let me not jinx that. Andersonville, there is now rotation tightening up actually south of Andersonville. So this actually might drop another tornado at any moment. This might drop another tornado. I won't be surprised if it does. I'll wait for the next velocity scan to see what happens. But by the looks of it, it looks like it is trying to drop a big time tornado near Andersonville and moving close to Lakeview and Laurel in not Ohio, Indiana. By the way, if you're wondering where the Ohio or Indiana border is at, this is the border right here. See where my line is at? That's the border. This is Ohio. That's Ohio, where I drew the squiggly line. This is Indiana. Here's Indianapolis right here. And this is Columbus, Ohio. And here's Cincinnati. Those are three big cities, pretty close to each other. But yeah, you have Cincinnati down here in the bottom, the bottom center of your screen. And then, the top left is Indianapolis. And then to the top right is Columbus. So those are the areas. And this is where our tornadic supercells are at. They're right in between the three big cities, or going in between the three big cities. There's a flash flood warning, which honestly, I don't blame them. Some training storms that are going to be moving over. They're moving pretty slow too, I think. No, they're not. They're moving pretty fast, but they're probably dropping a lot of rain, torrential downpours. But we definitely have to worry about this storm. You have to watch this really closely, because this thing could definitely drop a big time tornado if it really wants to. We're gonna go back up here to the Greenville storm and check this one out and see what this one is doing. Like I said, do you still have a rotating supercell thunderstorm that is capable of producing a tornado north of Greenville, Ohio, Greenville, Ohio. So like I said, still take shelter in Greenville, Ohio if you haven't, which you should have. I told y'all to take shelter earlier. You also have the storm up here that is still confirmed on the ground. This is near Kieferville. Kieferville, I think that's how you say it. Kieferville in Ohio. And like I said, there's still a tornadic rotation right here. Yellow's going away and gray's going towards. In the middle is rotation or counterclockwise rotation. That's moving to the east at how many miles per hour? This is moving 40 miles per hour to the east. So yeah, take shelter immediately if you're in that tornado warning. Like I said, tornado warning for Miller City, Elm Center, New Cleveland, and Prentice in Ohio. Take shelter immediately. This is moving. This is the northern part of Ohio. Like I said, here's Cleveland right here. Sorry, there's Cleveland right there. Toledo's right there, and there's Sandusky, Ohio. So that's moving, close to those areas, or it's going to move close to those areas. So yeah, heed those warnings right there that I just pointed out. Soon we're going to be using the Ohio radar. There's actually a new tornado warning down here. Whoa, look at this storm. That's another thing, Chad. We have to watch out for these supercells down here, because supercells would start to develop in Kentucky. They might start to develop in Kentucky, actually. And we got to watch those very carefully, because if those develop, they will move into a prime environment for tornadic rotation or tornadoes or tornadogenesis. So we got to watch those very carefully. But you have a supercell thunderstorm. I think they just issued that tornado warning, actually. It has a pretty decent hook with it. So all by itself. This is in Kentucky, the Kentucky-Ohio border. Yeah, Kentucky-Ohio border. It has some pretty decent rotation along with it as well. But yeah, new tornado warning for this is for Covedale, Queens, and Cares and Concord and Kentucky. And if you go to the Ohio border, it's Rome, Gimmer, Wrightsville, and Blue Creek in Ohio. So seek shelter immediately. But tornado warning there. It has some pretty decent rotation. Definitely gotta watch that. No debris signature. Still, watch that very carefully. Tornado warning for that area. Let's go back up here. This storm is tightening up pretty significantly in Greenville. I'm kind of concerned north of Greenville. This storm is definitely tightening up a lot more. Let's move to the radar up here. Sorry, my throat is messing with me right now. Okay, I think I should be good. Let me check this one. No debris signature with this one, so this is no longer on the ground, I think, but they still extended the tornado warning. So new tornado warning includes Macomb, Ohio, Findlay, Ohio, which is a pretty populated area. As you can see, it's a town, and there's a lot of buildings in this area, so definitely seek shelter immediately with that storm. Then you have North Baltimore, North Baltimore, which is a town in Ohio, not Baltimore, Maryland. If you guys thinking about that, it's just North Baltimore, Ohio. Bloomdale, Ohio, Bairdstown, Ohio, Eaglesville, and Bloom Center in Ohio. You guys are now in a tornado warning. It's a pretty far out tornado warning too. Like the storm's not even here yet. It's on its way over there to like this area, but it's not even there yet. So they're preparing you now because I think they have the confidence that this storm will stay strong and it will stay alive, and it will possibly try to produce a tornado as it moves on to the east towards these areas that has been tornado warned. So heed the warning, take shelter immediately. Don't be in a mobile home. That's a worse spot to be in during stuff like this. Go to a sturdy structure and go to an interior bathroom with no windows, no outside walls, lowest part of your building. Basement will work too, and a closet will work as well with no outside walls. Like I said, no outside walls or windows. That will work. So take shelter in that storm. Let's check back on the storm down south here. Let's see what this one is doing. It's tried it. I don't think it did it right. It might have been a brief tornado. I think it was a tornado. Yeah, it definitely was a tornado. Randy Topic was there. Yeah, he was there when that happened. There definitely was a tornado on the ground with that. But it was very brief, though. Very brief tornado. It was on the ground for too long. We also have, the same storm up here near Liberty that's also still trying to produce that a tornado as well. So I would still take shelter in Liberty. Like I said, you're not in the clear. There's still a tornadic rotation heading literally into the town as we speak. Like I said, not a tornado on the ground, but there's a tornadic rotation heading into the town. So heed the warning, take shelter, lowest part of your home, like I said, and no, don't be in a mobile home during that situation. If you're ever in a tornado warning and you live in a mobile home, you got to get out of there. You can't be in there because that is not a good spot. We can actually use these radars. Oh. That's not good. That is... So, these are the, Oh, man. This is, Okay. So, I can only assume that there is definitely a big-time tornado on the ground here. Wow. This is to the west of Gettysburg in Ohio, in Bradford. And yes, west of Bradford as well. This is heading into your area. There is some tight rotation with this storm. I hope that's not a debris signature as well. I can't see if there's a CC drop with this or not because I'm on the weird radar. But man, that doesn't look good at all. Let's replay this actually. I really hope there wasn't a tornado on the ground that went through Greenville. Because that would not be good at all. That looked pretty significant. Like I said, you can see the structure of these storms. So you can see the classic hooking signatures on these storms with this radar. It's not a good radar, but it's showing, what's happening. And this is really close to it as well. This is pretty close to the radar. So this is happening close to the surface. So we might have a significant tornado on the ground with this. We might see this get upgraded to a confirmed tornado in a moment if what I'm looking at on radar is true. So definitely be aware of that and definitely watch that because that looks pretty significant. Let's check the from this radar. Yeah, this radar is further, so it's not going to show as much tight rotation as what that one was showing. But I won't be surprised if there is a tornado on the ground. No, yeah, it's not showing debris, but I won't be surprised if there is something on the ground there. Let's check back in a storm in Kentucky and see what this thing looks like, because this thing was looking pretty scary earlier. Still looking a little scary with that hook. Still has a hook near Concord right there. So still take shelter immediately for that storm, because that storm is definitely trying to produce a tornado. Actually, a lot of these storms in Kentucky, actually. Let me click the radar. If there were more convection that were to form out here, because I think there were supposed to be convection that was supposed to form and move to the northeast, it would have been a lot more worst, which I'm glad it didn't form. But this storm system would have been a lot more worse, or not system. If the storms, basically what I'm trying to say, if the storms down here would have formed as what the models forecast, it would have been a lot worse. It would have gotten really bad, because they're in a favorable environment. Also, that looked very scary for a moment. I don't know if there was a brief tornado on the ground with that or not, but that looked scary for a moment. I'm going to check Twitter real quick. Yeah, flash flood warning, by the way. Trying to look through this. But yeah, like I said, Liberty still take shelter because this thing definitely increased in rotation not too long ago. It died down, but it still increased. So yeah, watch out for that. have here? We have a tornado warning west of Louisville, Kentucky. Here's Louisville, Kentucky right here. And this is the tornado warning. That's not far. Wow. Definitely gonna watch that. This is in Indiana. There is some rotation. There's it's right over Sulphur and Sulphur Springs. And it you know, the people that are in the tornado warning in this storm in Indiana, this is was this Leavenworth, Wyandotte, Wyandotte, that's how you say it. White Cloud, Moberly, Pilot Knob, Mongolia, or Mongolia, I think that's how you say it. Beechwood and what does that say right there? Beechwood and Derecho is how you say it. And Fernanda, or Fernanda. I don't know. I'm trying to pronounce it. It's yeah, I think that says Fredonia. I think it says Fredonia. Sorry. It was hard to see for a second. But yeah, tornado warning for those areas in Indiana and a little bit of Kentucky as well. It's a little sliver of Kentucky right here. So yeah, take shelter in that because there's definitely a hook. There's definitely a hook with this storm. But it's not highly visible. There's definitely rotation as well. So definitely take shelter with that storm. That storm can definitely try it. This is moving to literally due east. This is moving due east right towards the greater Louisville area. So take shelter immediately, honestly, because this storm could definitely move into those areas. Yeah, this is a very heavily populated area. Let me see. Yeah, we still got some decent rotation with this storm as well in Kentucky moving into Ohio. So definitely watch that and definitely take shelter. Still a tornado warning with that storm. Let's go back to these storms over here. And they're still trying. I mean, this one's definitely still trying. This one just broadened out a lot with the rotation. So it's less likely to produce a tornado. But this one is trying to produce a tornado right now in Liberty. This is moving into Ohio now, by the way. All these storms are moving into Ohio. This actually might be on the ground. Look at that. That's some really tight rotation right there. Let's check that actually. That might be on the ground. So definitely seek shelter immediately if you haven't. This is literally east of Liberty. Like this just passed over Liberty in Indiana. Like I said, this is moving into Ohio now. So if you're in south of Easton, Ohio, or Eden, sorry, I said Easton, Eaton, Ohio, near Morning Sun or Camden, or Fairhaven, or was that Fosterville and Mountainville, take shelter immediately because you probably have a possible tornado on the ground that's moving right into those areas right now as we speak. So definitely prepare for that and take shelter immediately. Yeah, I'm in a pretty big radar hole, or this is in a pretty big radar hole. You use any radar you want, you're not going to be able to see this really well at all. So this storm is literally in the middle of a radar hole, so we can't see too much. But I think I don't even know which one's closer. It's literally right in the middle. It's actually kind of crazy. But yeah, definitely watch out for that storm. Yeah, Ohio has a bad radar hole. I'm not even gonna lie. Their radar hole is pretty, or their radar area is pretty bad. There's only a couple of radars. But yeah, definitely watch these storms right here. They're not looking as significant as what they looked like earlier for sure, by the looks of it. If this does load again. Please load. Might have to reset it real quick. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, this storm is definitely broadening out, and this one doesn't even have that much rotation anymore, which is good news. The areas I'm mostly concerned about are still these two tornado warned areas. And then let's check back down here on this Kentucky storm, see what this looks like. This Kentucky storm is definitely looking very scary. Like I said, it's definitely trying to do something. Let's just back on this storm right here. Yeah, this looks a little scary. I don't think that's a debris signature or debris ball. I'm not sure, man. That looks. Hold on. You see something? Yeah, we definitely gotta watch this very carefully. This is definitely trying to produce a tornado. I don't think this is a tornado, but it's definitely hooking for sure. And like I said, if this does produce a tornado, it's going to be moving into an extremely populated area. It's moving into a big city, actually, a pretty big city. Like this entire area, if this does drop a tornado, this entire area is at risk of this. The entire Louisville area. Like the Louisville area and surrounding it, like the surrounding areas of Louisville, you gotta take this storm seriously because it's definitely moving towards that area. And is definitely trying to produce a tornado. If that is producing a tornado, that's probably the most photogenic tornado. Well, maybe it's kind of dark, but still, that would be insanely photogenic at night with all the lightning and stuff that's happening. Yeah, there's another tornado warning storm in Kentucky that's moving into Ohio now. It's called Cars. Or yeah, Cars. I don't. It's two R's, so I think this is Cares or Cars. In Kentucky, and this is Queens as well. That's in Kentucky. They actually just shortened that warning, so now it's just Rome, Cars, and Queens, in Kentucky and Ohio. So take shelter immediately for that storm. Let's check back on these storms up here. See what they're doing. They both don't have significant rotation anymore, which is good. Both those storms are kind of like diminishing a little bit with the rotation, which is very good news. Unless we use this radar site, I mean, it's still kind of like not significant, but it's not completely diminished. Like I said, it's diminishing, but it's not completely diminished. So don't let your guard down with these storms. Like I said, there's still tornado warnings on these. No debris signatures currently. And yeah, we gotta watch that. Let's look at these storms. Let's see what these storms look like. Oh, this is on the ground. This is on the ground. Let me see if I see anything. Oh, wow. That was a tornado that went right through Wapakina or Wapakonota. Wapakoneta? That's how you call it, Wapakoneta. So there was a tornado on the ground, and it went literally right into the town of Wapakoneta. I just couldn't see it well because of the freaking radar site. It's so terrible. I gotta switch real quick, but that's actually insane that there was a tornado on the ground with that storm. Yeah, so Weapon Anita just got hit by a tornado. Let's hope everybody's okay in that. Uh, yeah, it was a it wasn't PDS, which is good news. It wasn't a big giant tornado, but it's definitely a tornado, and it was a damaging one. So let's hope Wapakoneta was okay, or people in Wapakoneta are okay. This is still observed. Interesting. I think the storms in Michigan has died out completely now. Finally, yeah, they're gone, which is good. But yeah, we gotta watch these storms carefully. So we still have that tornado warning in basically Kentucky now, or not Kentucky, Ohio at this point. So take shelter immediately in Ohio still, and then stay in your shelter if you are in shelter. Because that could be trying to produce a tornado. And then let's go to let's go to this storm. I don't like the look of this storm. Just not my cup of tea. I don't like this storm because it's it's not doing too much right now. It's still tornado warning, but like I said, it's moving towards Louisville, so you gotta watch that very carefully because this storm could try to develop a tornado before it gets to Louisville. So let's not let's hope it doesn't do that, but there's chances. We also have a rotation picking up again in Ohio, or sorry, not Ohio. Is this Ohio? No, this is Indiana still. Rotation starting to pick up in Indiana again with this storm in New Fairfield, in North Brookville, in Indiana. So definitely watch that storm. We have tornado warnings down here in Alabama. Nothing insane, but if you're in Alabama, take shelter. I didn't even see these down here. I need to get like alert systems. Honestly, I need to get like alert systems so it can alert me if there's a new tornado warning or not. I gotta find out how to do that. But yeah, new tornado warning, or there was a tornado warning for Ohio. Almost had a tornado on the ground in Michigan outbreak. Yeah, yeah, it was really close. Actually, it wasn't even really close. There were multiple tornadoes on the ground. What's up, Masai? What's good, y'all? What's good? What's good? Sorry for not reading the chat in time. It was a good job. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, if y'all were there when that happened with the Michigan tornadoes, that was really bad. That was unexpected actually, for me. I wasn't expecting tornadoes like that in Michigan. You have hailstorms in Wisconsin as well. I gotta blow my nose, but so the new daily dose of internet shows a tornado ripping through a building in Nebraska. That's probably from last week, or was it last week or 2 weeks ago? If it was a storm ripping through Nebraska, that was definitely from like last week or something like that, because there was a outbreak of tornadoes that happened in Nebraska. It's pretty bad. I was live for that. I was live for that tornado more than likely. Also, I know this is off topic, but please get Steam on your new PC. I already have Steam. I've had Steam for a while now on my PC. That's the first thing I downloaded actually was Steam. Also, we might have a tornado about to drop here. Yeah, we might have a tornado about to drop here in a minute, actually, in south of Fairview and north of Brookville. This thing is rotating like a top right now. Wow. So we might have a big time tornado drop on the ground here in a moment. So we gotta watch that very carefully. There's also a new tornado warning for this. What is this? Is this PDS? No, this is radar indicated. Okay, I'm gonna say there's a tornado warning box instead of another tornado warning box. That's kind of concerning. Because that might have been a PDS. Honestly, I thought it was. Again, off topic, but please get the it's a really realistic dinosaur survival game. I would love to see you try. I can try. Is it free or do you have to pay for it? But yeah, I'll try it honestly. If it's a realistic dinosaur game, I'll try it. Like I said, I'm not gonna stop doing gaming streams or videos. Of course, like I'm gonna continue to do gaming streams and videos. Like when Kaiju Universe comes back and all that, like I'm gonna do those. But when it comes to weather events like this, I gotta focus on this because this is literally my dream. So this is what I wanted to do. Become become a meteorologist when I get out of school. $20. Oh, it costs $20. I might be able to get it one day. I'll be able to get it. Don't worry. If it's realistic and if it's fun, then I'll play it. I'm also down to get Ark Survival, by the way, too. Ark Survival, and then I don't know if some person's in the chat. I don't think he is, but I will be doing Subnautica Below Zero on the PC. But I'm gonna have to rebuy it. But like I said, I will do streams for you guys, like gaming streams for you guys. Like I'm gonna still do those. Don't worry. If you guys are still or are waiting for the gaming streams, I'm gonna be there and do those. But bro, also motivational tip: follow your dreams and don't give up. Yes, sir. Definitely follow your dreams and do not give up. Also, you might have a tornado about to drop here on the ground. So, hey, it was good talking about the games and stuff. Like I said, we'll talk more about the games and stuff probably later on. But I think there is a tornado about to drop on the ground here in just a moment. Like I think next scan there will be a tornado on the ground. Look at this velocity couplet, chat. So you have the greens going towards the radar, you have the reds going away. Right in the middle is a tight couplet of rotation. And it's been 12 days since you last stream or a game stream. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna stream a game stream this week. By the way, don't worry. I have one coming up. Like I said, if nothing happens on Thursday, I'm going live again tomorrow for a weather event. But if nothing happens Thursday, which I think is something might happen Thursday. Like I said, if nothing happens Thursday and nothing I can do, I'll do a game stream. Same thing with Friday as well. Nothing's happening on Friday, so I'm definitely streaming on Friday for a game. But if Thursday's nothing happening, then I'll stream for you guys a game. But for right now, let's focus on this because I think there's a significant tornado about to drop on the ground here in just a moment. This because the velocity signatures are tightening up rapidly with this storm, and this is to the north and east of Brookville. And oh man, yeah, that's down. That has to be down. That has to be down on the ground. That is some really tight rotation. We gotta watch that very carefully. Let me check something real quick. Ooh. Okay, that's bad. I'm retweeting the stuff on Twitter if you guys want to follow me there. I should link it actually. I should. There might be a debris signature right there. We gotta watch that carefully though. Let's shift back down here on these storms. You have another storm down here that's also trying to produce a tornado. So you have two supercell thunderstorms, one in Kentucky and one in Ohio. That's trying to produce tornadoes. So yeah, get ready for those storms over there. Also, let's go to Louisville. Okay, this storm looks like it's dying out, which is good. There's still rotation. There's a rotating thunderstorm up to the north actually. This has some pretty decent rotation up here. And this is close to the northern part of Louisville, which is pretty scary. Yeah, look at that. This is south of Henryville. If y'all know what Henryville is, if y'all remember the Henryville 2012 tornado, I think it was a March. Was it March? I forgot what date it was. I think it was March 3rd. I can't remember, but it was definitely early in the year. It was like March 3rd or something like that. And it was an EF4 that went through Henryville, Indiana. It's a pretty extremely violent tornado that went through that area. But it's south of Henryville. And so basically the northern portions of Louisville, Kentucky. That had to have been on the ground. I think that was briefly on the ground. That was briefly on the ground. Not on the ground for too long. It wasn't really a big debris signature either. So, gotta go, guys. Bye. Thank you. Thank you for joining the stream, Charles. Like I said, gaming streams will be coming up. For those of you that are been waiting for that, I will do those. So, don't you guys worry. But yeah, also I'm looking on what's his name? Oh, my phone almost fell. I'm trying to see something. Holy moly. The video footage in Michigan right now is insane. Yeah, those Michigan tornadoes earlier were unbelievable. That was a crazy storm in Michigan. Richland, Indiana, moments. That is a beautiful tornado. Wow. A lot of these tornadoes today were very photogenic. Like, all right, the tornadoes that were in the radar holes over here. Yeah, these tornadoes over here that was in the radar hole, they were extremely photogenic tornadoes. Like extremely photogenic. Like it was, like when I mean photogenic, like you can literally take like a bunch of pictures of it, and you will have like the best pictures. You have like classic picture of a stovepipe tornado. That is absolutely insane. I'm reposting it on Twitter, by the way. This is where I'm looking at it from. I'm looking at all like the craziness on Twitter. That's not good. South Kalamazoo, Michigan got hit pretty hard. Yeah, Kalamazoo, Michigan got hit hard. That's a pretty decently sized city too. They got hit pretty hard from this tornado. Or not this tornado, sorry, from the tornado earlier. All right, let's look at these storms again. I am gonna have to go soon. Um, we can get like another check over on these storms. And before I do go, I'm gonna show you all the models and future models for tomorrow and Thursday as well. So like I said, we still have two tornadic rotations over here northwest of Louisville, Kentucky. But these are in Indiana, and these are two supercell thunderstorms that are trying to produce a tornado, but it's failing to do so, which is good. Then you have another storm over here in Ohio and Kentucky they're both having rotation right now. They both have rotation, but it's not tight enough rotation for this storm to have a tornado warning. But this one is moving out of the tornado warning box. It's now severe thunderstorm warning, so they're still warning that probably for a tornado possible. Yep, tornado possible with that. And then you have these storms over here that are moving into Ohio, Dayton, Ohio. Watch out. Miamisburg, Ohio. This is a pretty populated area. This is north of Cincinnati, Ohio now. So north Cincinnati. You can probably see the lightning and stuff from Cincinnati. If you look to your north, you can probably see lightning. And yeah, this still has a pretty decent tornadic rotation. It's heading right into Oxford in Ohio. So yeah, take shelter in Oxford because you have a tornadic rotation heading your way. And actually, let me see. Where are the cameras pointing at? So this must be. You can actually see the. Yeah, there's the lightning flashes right there. That's pretty cool. You can see the lightning flashes in a distance from right there. Oh wow, yeah, some bright lightning flashes at that actually. Wow, look at that. Y'all saw that? Crazy. Oh, some crazy lightning flashes with this storm. It's reaching out pretty far too. So yeah, if you're in Cincinnati, Ohio, you're probably looking at a pretty decently good light show, honestly. Let's look at another camera. This is Lebanon. Let's see, is this one facing the storm or? Wow, look at that. This is Mamada's clouds. Mamada's clouds in the sky right there. These are Mamada's clouds. That's really cool. And you can see that's probably where the storms are at over there because that's where most of the lightning is flashing at. But these are Mamada's clouds right here. That's really cool. Yeah, I think where the Mamada's clouds is at is right here. It's where the Mamada's clouds are. But yeah, Middletown, you're probably, the storms are heading right towards you. I won't be surprised if they issue a big severe thunderstorm warning box for these clusters of storms. Because they still have tornado warnings on them. This one is still trying to produce a tornado. Like I said, Dayton, Ohio, Miamisburg, Centerville, Beaver Creek, Springboro, Monroe, Lebanon, Middletown, Trenton, Hamilton, Mason, Springdale, Sycamore, Loveland, and Sharonville. In those areas in Ohio. This is between Dayton, Ohio, and Cincinnati, Ohio. This is Cincinnati right here. Cincinnati sits right there, and Dayton sits right there. And this area right here needs a watch, for these storms because these storms are moving into this area. So the towns I just called out right there, take proper precautions. Get ready for a big storm to head that way. Damaging winds, possibly even a quick spin up tornado or two. Hail as well, probably 1 inch in diameter. Yeah, 1 inch in diameter hail is also likely with this storm. So get ready for that and get ready for a crazy light show too. Like I said, I won't be surprised if they issue a severe thunderstorm warning with this storm. But yeah, that's what's happening right now. And as you can see, there's a light show happening. This is the Ohio cameras. And it's already a light show. So, if you're looking to your west right now in those areas, that's what you're looking at. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, they did cancel the tornado warnings over here. So we have a new tornado warning that is literally entering the western part of Louisville, by the way. The western part of Louisville is under a tornado warning now. Um, I don't think this storm is going to do too much, honestly. It's trying to do something, but I don't think it's going to do too much. Maybe if it gets itself together and gets bigger and stronger, maybe. But right now, like I said, there's still a hook. Still take your proper precautions in Croydon, Georgetown, Candell, Lanesville, and what does that say? Duncan, right there. And then Louisville, I will start to prepare now for this storm because this storm is moving into your area. The downtown Louisville area is right here. So this is an extremely populated area that the storm is entering, and that's where the tornado warning is at also. So take shelter immediately if you're in that tornado warning west of Louisville, Kentucky. You still have a possible chance of a tornado developing with this storm. So take shelter over there. But other than that, yeah, they canceled a tornado warning right here. There's a tornado warning in Wisconsin actually. There's a lot of tornado warnings. There's one in Georgia as well. We checked the one in Wisconsin. This is west of Milwaukee. It's a brief spin up. That's what it is. There's multiple actually areas that could try to produce tornadoes in this line. So that's why that's tornado warned. I honestly see that. Yeah. So if you're in Wisconsin, east of Madison and west of Milwaukee, those areas, prepare for storms. Yeah, prepare for any storms in like this area, like northwest of Milwaukee. You're probably going to see some crazy severe weather, some very large hail too. But yeah, I think I'm gonna end stream here. Um, like I said, Ohio, you're about to experience some severe weather, so get ready for that. And then Louisville, you're gonna experience your severe weather as well. Specifically south of Dayton and north of Cincinnati. Watch out for that. Indianapolis, your stuff is over. Columbus, still stay on alert because you're still in the enhanced risk and stuff can still happen in your area. So take shelter immediately. Or sorry, don't take shelter immediately. Just get ready for that. But yeah, I'm gonna stream. Hopefully you guys enjoy the stream. Definitely leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll be live again tomorrow for potentially a actual, significant tornado. Like I wouldn't say actual significant because today was pretty significant with the storms, but tomorrow it's now being predicted a tornado outbreak more than likely because the storms. Actually, is that a new tornado warning? That is. We'll look at that in a second, but I'm thinking tomorrow's gonna be upgraded to a moderate risk, so there will be a tornado outbreak more than likely tomorrow, and then Thursday as well. Thursday I will look at that and see if it upgrades. But yeah, from what I've seen, tomorrow's definitely gonna be a live stream, and yeah, honestly I have not much more to say besides this tornado warning. New tornado warning, by the way, northern portions of oh, this is some tight rotation. But northern portions of Louisville. The storm's really trying it. Is that a debris signature? Oh, don't do this. Don't do this while I'm about to end stream. It's a tight debris or not debris signature. It's a tight signature in general. Let me move my phone out of here. Oh, I almost just dropped it on my keyboard. Get a radar update. Let's check that out. I'm praying there's not a debris signature. Don't tell me. I don't think that is. That shouldn't be, right? If the velocity signature upgrades, then I'm going to stay on. I'm going to stay on if the velocity signature's up. That might be a tornado. I'm hoping it's not a tornado. I'm really hoping it's not. I can't say. Jeez. It's definitely trying it though. It's definitely trying it. It's like a last breath. New tornado warning, by the way, with this storm. Like I said, though, where the cameras are at in those areas, definitely watch out because these storms are moving really close to your area. Like I said, it's going to be a bunch of lightning occurring with this. Same thing with Lebanon. You actually have a good view of the lightning in this area. Yeah, it's a whole light show happening over there. I'm waiting for this next velocity scan, so I don't have to worry. I just wanted it to decrease. Don't increase, please. I want it to decrease. But if you're in a tornado warning, this is what Bennettsville, St. Joseph, Perry Crossing, Slatcut, I think is how you say it. Charlestown, you're in the tornado warning as well. This is north of Louisville, by the way. This is north of Louisville. Rolling Hills, Rhinian Town, Sullivan Grove, sorry, Memphis, and Atisco, and Newmarket in Indiana. Like I said, north of Louisville. So if you're north of Louisville, take shelter immediately because there is a tornado warning supercell that is trying to produce a tornado. I'm hoping it's not producing a tornado. It's not confirmed, so it's not, you know, it's not doing much yet, but I'm hoping it doesn't do anything. There is no velocity scan. I'm waiting for it, so I can see if this thing increase or decrease or not. Because this is heading into a populated area too, so. Also, there's rotation in these storms. There are rotation in these storms. Yeah. 2 storms that needs to be watched very carefully. Because they too can also try to produce a tornado. Okay, velocity decrease. Okay, I think I'm good to end stream now. If I don't see no imminent danger, then I think I'm okay. Like, well, there's still dangerous storms, like I said, but like it's not imminent danger. So like I said, if you're in these areas, Hamilton and Ohio and stuff, north of Cincinnati and southwest of Dayton, you got to take your proper precautions and take shelter. If you're in the red polygon tornado warning right here, because these storms are, they have a history of producing tornadoes in Indiana. So you got to take this seriously. Take shelter east of Oxford in those areas: Trenton, Hamilton, Jacksonboro, Collegetown. What is that? Dirttown and Migongo in Ohio, in New Miami. Take shelter in those areas. You have an extreme lightning storm and a tornadic supercell heading your way. So take shelter from that. But I'm going to end stream. Yeah, I'm going to end stream. These storms in Milwaukee are quick spin ups, so like I said, you got to watch those as well. I'm going to stream now. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the stream. Leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. I'll be live again tomorrow for the outbreak that's going to happen more than likely. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. Until next time, peace out.